Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, people? Salute, salute, salute. It's your boy Jay Jordan back again for another Unrivaled Watch Along. I know it's been a minute. I think I missed last week of Unrivaled on stream. So we're up to week 6 now. Slowly approaching the playoffs. I should say slowly, quickly approaching the playoffs. We only have a couple weeks left before the Unrivaled season is over. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to create a poll here on the YouTube. Who wins game one, which is between the Rose and Vinyl. So Rose BC versus Vinyl BC. Start that poll there on the YouTube. Shout out to YouTube, to Twitch. And I'm also using a new platform called Sideline.fm. It's an audio only platform. For those who, I know YouTube, if you don't have if you don't have a certain account type, that you can't watch it with the phone closed. So I'm gonna put it in the chat here. So if you're ever on the go and you can't listen via YouTube, this is my sideline.fm account. You can log in there, make an account. I'm not even sure if you need to make an account. You can just find my stream, find my page, and listen to the content. So you can support me there as well. So hope everyone is doing well on this Saturday evening. It is pretty cold here in the Northeast, particularly New York. I think the temperature said it feels like it's minus degrees Fahrenheit here. So it's pretty cold, but thankfully we're inside and we're warm watching some unrivaled hoops. Just as a reminder um, for those who are unaware of the schedule, or the standings, I should say, this is what the standings look like. So Laces are currently 8-2. They have officially clinched a playoff spot after their win last night. You have Phantom, who played tonight at 6-3, missed, same thing, 6-3. Breeze 5-5. You have Rose and Vinyl, who both play now at 4-5 in 5th and 6th place. 7th seed is Hive with a 3-7 record, and the Lunar Owls, after being 13-1 last season, they're 2-8 in the bottom of the league in 2026. So that is the Unrivaled standings. We're about a minute and 10 seconds away from tip off at Sephora Arena in South Florida. So looking forward to this game. Looking forward to it. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is doing well. Man, I think the last time I streamed, I think I missed the Marina, the Philly Unrivaled. Marina Mabry went absolutely crazy. That was a good one. But Lunar Owls, Marina Mabry was out last night as well, so I think that was the reason why they were out. They struggled last night, even though it was a pretty close game. Sierra, what's going on? Salute, salute. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Dope. Salute. Good. The pop out chat feature works here. Perfect. Everything's working. All right, let me unmute my audio so I can hear what's going on. All right, broadcast is starting down there in Miami. The merch store looks pretty packed, and the people are piling in to watch some Unrivaled. So Rose, who won the championship last year, they're struggling this year. Chelsea Gray got on some, I don't know what that is. Ray Burrell, she always got some wild fit on, some tattered jeans with one shoulder showing. I don't know what's going on with Ray, but she's been playing pretty decent hoops, so I can't hate too much. Can't hate too much. Top six teams make the playoffs. Nobody is mathematically eliminated yet, but as I mentioned, Laces have clinched a spot in the playoffs. It's Sarah Kustok and Brandon Glasheen on the call for Unrivaled this evening. These two teams have played against each other before. Let me quickly look up and see. It was January. Oh, so Rose won that first matchup back in January. I think Chelsea Gray had a really good game in that one. Taking a look here. Rose versus Vinyl. See if I can see. Yep, that was the Friday, January 9th. Rose won 69-67. Chelsea Gray had 23 points. Pretty balanced going all around. 28 points from Ryan Howard, but it wasn't enough in that loss. So let's see how they respond today. Both teams with the same record. Neat, very important game here. As you can see from the players I have on the screen here, Chelsea Gray, Shakira Austin, Kalia Copper are my predicted starting lineup. Lexi Hull is available. Shook Sutton and Azare Stevens are both out for this game for Rose. For Vinyl, all right, they're announcing the lineups now. So Hamby, Burrell, and Howard are the starting lineup. So Burrell gets to start. So let me fix her stuff here. Boom. So Courtney Williams is not starting, so I'm gonna just remove the border from around her name. Boom. We good. So Ryan Howard, De'Erica Hamby, Ray Burrell start for Vinyl. Chelsea Gray, Shakira Austin, and Kalia Copper for Team Rose. All right, we're about to get this off, and tip is won by Vinyl. And we're off and running for game one of the evening. Ryan Howard with the rock. Howard with the ball. Gets it over to Hamby. Hamby on the drive. On Chelsea Gray. Steps through. Throws up a wild shot and draws a foul. Didn't really look like a foul to me, but draws the foul either way. So De'Erica Hamby going to the line for one free throw. We're to it. What's up, cuz? How you doing? Hope all is well. Jason, what's going on, my friend? Hope all is well. Good to see you in the chat again. Good to see you at the chat. At halftime, for all my WNBA fans, as Hamby misses the free throw, we'll talk about the news that's come out over the weekend, and we'll touch on that. Gray over to Austin. Austin fakes the handoff back to Gray. Spins into the paint, nowhere to go. Throws it out. Burrell gets a hand on it, but I think they call a kick ball on Ray Burrell. Side out of bounds for Team Rose with 12 on the shot clock. Shot clock got reset due to the kickball. Chelsea Gray inbounds to Copper. Copper back to Gray. Off the screen. Spins back left. Gets a rescreen. Wide open for three. And she gets the Rose on the board. 3-point basket. Chelsea Gray. And Ray Burrell founds Hamby on the roll. She pump fakes, goes up. Shakira Austin. Nice block and rebound there. Austin at the controls here. She goes coast to coast, in and out dribble, tries to step through, throws up a wild one-hand shot, gets her own rebound, attacks Ray Burrell for the second chance, and scores. It's 5-0. 5-0 Rose. You got Burrell over to Hamby. Hamby at the foul line, extended, hands it off to Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard fumbles the dribble, off balance, one-legged shot, can't get it. Rebound tipped out to Chelsea Gray. She tries to go behind the back. Austin dives on the floor, gets it over to Gray, and that should be a on the clock there. I think she didn't get it 10-second violation. I'm assuming she didn't get it across half court in time, and it's a turnover. So Ryan Howard to inbound, gets it into Hamby, and we restart the clock here. Ryan Howard on the drive, she steps back, had the lane and didn't take it. Ray Burrell trying to dance with the ball on the left side of the court. Ray Burrell fall away over Copper, tough shot, And Vinyl still yet to score. Austin with the rebound. Austin comes across half court. Hands it off to Gray. Bumbled and stumbled, but recovers. Comes off the screen going right from Shakira. Goes behind the back. Now Hamby's guarding her with 3 on the clock. She pulls up for the jumper and knocks it down. So 5 points here for Chelsea Gray. 7-0 Rose at the 5-minute mark. Ball over to Hamby. Vinyl yet to score here. Hands it off to Ryan Howard. She steps back for a deep 3 and misses to the right off the rim. Gray with the rebound. Over to Kalia Copper. Transition 3, and she banks it in off a little bit of an angle. It wasn't head on. So every starter has scored here for Rose. It's a 10-0 start. 10-0 start. Ball over to Burrell. Can she get something going? Burrell comes off the screen going left. Burrell stops. Throws it up top to Howard. Hamby trying to post on Copper. Ball drops right to Hamby, and she scores. Vinyl finally on the board, and she gets fouled. We'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Foul is on Shakira Austin. So Vinyl, after about 3 minutes without scoring, Hamby gets a nice pass from Ryan Howard. She goes up. Shakira Austin late on the closeout and fouls her as she makes the basket for the and one. So Hamby for the 3-point play, and she knocks it down. So BG has checked in. It's 10-3. Hamby gets her first break of the game. So does Ray Burrell. So it's Erica Wheeler and Brittany Griner in the game. Oh, and a steal there by Ryan Howard. She goes coast to coast, lays it in. And that's a quick 5 points here for Team Vinyl. Kalia Copper steps back for a 3. She's short on that one. BG with the rebound over to Wheeler. Wheeler comes off the screen, goes right, goes behind the back, gets a rescreen from Griner, but that's a moving screen. And that's a turnover by Vinyl. Got to get set on these screens. Got to get set. So we have a timeout on the floor here. Timeout. It's 10-5 as the score, 10-5. Looked a little shaky early for Vinyl, but listen, a 5-point deficit is not bad at all. Mads, what up? Good to see you. What's going on? Hope all is well. The squad is here. Those who are new to the channel, or not new, but return viewers, make sure you join the Discord when I'm not streaming and Unrivaled is on. I'm usually playing it in the Discord. You can chat with other people. Mads being there, Sierra being there, Cuz Belly being there. So if you ever wanted to talk about Unrivaled and I'm not streaming, join the Discord. Link is in the description. The channel description is on the screen as well. I pop in and out usually, so definitely join. Like tomorrow, I won't be well, oh, there's no Unrivaled tomorrow because of the Super Bowl, but Monday most likely. Oh, you're back. Yeah, it's cold up here in the Northeast. Over here it is. It's no joke. All right, ball in play here as we restart the first quarter. It's 10-5. Rose got out to a 10-0 start. Vinyl has scored the last 5. Shakira Austin in the paint attacks Griner, and Dipsy Do somehow goes for the scoop and score. Shakira Austin with the layup. Wheeler over to BG in the paint. Steps through. She tries to get some get back, and she gets her first basket of the game. Or BG gets the first basket of the game for her. 12-7 is the score. And Copper with the ball. Off-balance jumper. Shoots over BG and scores. So that's 5 points for Copper. It's 14-7. Howard jump pass over to Wheeler. Right side of the court. Wheeler comes off the screen. Right elbow jump shot off the back rim. Gray tracks it down. Gray over to Copper. Copper at the left elbow attacks Wheeler. Hop step into the paint. Throws it up. I don't know what that was. And they have a 3-on-2 as they get it over to Ryan Howard, lobs it up to BG, goes up and scores. I thought Ryan Howard was going to pull that jumper. Yo, that shea butter be doing wonders, man. You right. Good thing you did bring some shea butter. Gotta stay moisturized. Oh, Cop Gray with the crossover, but Ryan Howard with the block. She says, nah, you ain't doing that to me. Ryan Howard with the ball off the screen. Picks up her dribble over to Wheeler. It's 14-9 as Wheeler drives right by Copper. Right hand scoop high off the glass and scores. 14-11. 3-point game here. Copper tries to get some revenge here. Jump pass to Austin. It went off the fingertips, but Gray saves it. Over to Austin, right side of the floor. Austin, crossover, spins into the paint, tries to step through, gets blocked. She tried to go up with the left hand. BG with the block. And Ryan Howard transition 3 off the back rim. And Copper gets it down. And they slow it down a little bit, catch their breath. It's been up and down. 1:45 to go here in the first. Austin, right side to Gray. Gray drives right, gets poked from behind by Ryan Howard, but it falls right to Austin, and she scores the left-hand layup. 16-11. As Wheeler gets right by Gray, and she smokes the layup. Gray with the rebound. They have some numbers over to Copper. Copper transition 3, and she cashes out. You blow a layup on one end, and it always hurts you on the other. Gives up a wide open 3 from the right wing. It's 19-11. Ball, and we have a foul on the play here. I think it's a foul. Yeah, it's a foul on Kalia Copper there on Erica Wheeler. Salute on the sideline. Sounds great. Perfect. So Courtney Williams checks in over to Erica Wheeler. So it's Wheeler, Griner, and Williams on the court. Griner in the paint, over the left shoulder hook, and it bounces up and in. So BG with 4 points off the bench. It's 19-13. Under a minute to go here. Lexi Hull has checked in. She goes baseline, comes out on the other side. Now Austin shoots a 3. Come on, girl. You should know better. Grinding with the rebound over to Williams. She almost turns it over, but saves it. Williams to Wheeler. High pass to Griner. She's double teamed, and she does what bigs are not supposed to do. You bring the ball below your waist as a 7-footer. Well, damn near 7-footer. And there's no jump ball on tie-ups in Unrivaled. So it's possession arrow. Ball goes over to Rose. Austin has played this whole first quarter. Remember, no Azare Stevens for them. So she's the only true big as Rose missed a jump shot. Williams off the screen. Williams, mid-range assassin, front rims it. Austin with the rebound. 14 seconds to go here. They'll play for one shot. Chelsea Gray with the ball. At half court, tries to come off the screen. Williams with the foul. So that's 19-13, 5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Gray inbounds it back to Gray. Gray on the attack, drives left elbow, jump shot at the buzzer. She knocks it down. That's what Chelsea Gray does. 0.9 to go. Williams to inbound over to Wheeler. She throws it up from 3/4 court, hits the backboard, and that's how the first quarter ends. At the end of one, Rose 21, Vinyl 13. Chelsea Gray, another buzzer beater, drives left, pulls up at the left elbow, knocks it down. Let's get ready for quarter number 2. And let's take a look at the box score as well. So, after that first quarter, it's 21-13. Let's take a look at the box score while we have some time here. 21-13 is the score. Both teams are 4 and 5. For Rose, you got Shakira Austin with 6 points and 5 rebounds already, and a block to go with it. Kalia Copper, 8 points. You got Chelsea Gray with 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Lexi Hull just came in. She didn't have a chance to even get a shot attempt up. For Vinyl, you got Ray Burrell, none, 3 for Hamby, 2 for Ryan Howard with 2 assists, 6 for BG off the bench with 5 rebounds and a block. And you have Wheeler with 2 points. Courtney Williams yet to score. That is the box score so far in this game. Score is 21-13 at the end of the first quarter. Salute to everybody on the Twitch, on the YouTube, and on our new platform, sideline.fm. It's pinned at the top of the YouTube. It's an audio-only platform for those who can't watch the video or don't have access to YouTube when you can close your phone and still play a stream. So definitely follow on sideline.fm if you want some audio only content. Salute to everybody hanging around. Hope you guys are staying warm. Hope you guys are staying around. Con Landing, what's going on? Oh, I spelled unrivaled wrong. Let me delete that tweet. All right, broadcast is coming back on. Broadcast is coming back on. We were just in a timeout right now. Y'all can see me typing this tweet out. There we go. Let's post that. Boom. We good. Liz, what's going on? Salute, salute. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Hope you're staying warm. I know you be out and about in the cold anyway, skiing and snowboarding and all that. So I know the cold ain't nothing to you. 21-13 is the score. Rose shooting 56% from the floor in that first quarter as we get started for quarter number 2. Very warm. And yeah, I know in Australia, you guys are in summer and we're in winter over here in the States. As Griner turns the ball over, Chelsea Gray with the ball. Chelsea Gray comes off the screen, gets it to Austin on the roll. She finishes with the left hand. Good play there by Team Rose. 23-13. Lineups on the floor: Wheeler, Griner, and Williams for Vinyl. Gray, Austin, and Hall for Rose. Williams up top to Wheeler, top of the key, 3 off to the right, and Austin with the rebound. I don't think Austin is going to sit this game. She's the only player that has not been subbed out yet, as Chelsea Gray bodies into the paint and Wheeler gets called for the foul. Need to boost this up. All right, so remember they restarted the free throw leaderboard challenge after Philly Unrivaled, as Chelsea Gray knocks down the free throw worth 2 points, 25-13, and Kelsey Plum is actually at the top of the food chain right now, 6 for 6 from the line. As Williams falls on the floor, gets the bounce pass over to Wheeler. Wheeler attacks Hull, almost turns it over to Williams with 1 on the clock, airballs the jump shot, and that's a shot clock violation. So yeah, they have to bring some reinforcements in. This lineup for Vinyl is not doing it. Yeah, Sierra's right. It was like 1 degree. And then windy. Ball into Hull, 1 degree Fahrenheit, that is. Ball over to Hull, back to Gray. Oh, bad pass, and she throws it out of bounds, out of the reach of Chelsea Gray. That pass from Lexi Hull. Ball over to Ryan Howard. She comes off the screen going left. Comes back right off the screen from Hamby. Oh, nice pocket pass. Hamby goes up, misses the layup, but Austin gets called for a foul. She doesn't like it, but it may have been one as Hamby goes to the line for 1 free throw worth 2 points. So Hamby, 1 free throw worth 2 points, and she buries it. Vinyl, they were in a little bit of a drought there. They finally get a basket. 25-15, 10-point game. 25-15. Chelsea Gray throws it out to Austin. Back to Gray. Gray, you know she likes the mid-range. Off the front rim, Hamby with the rebound. Ryan Howard with the ball off the screen going right. Howard into the paint, takes a bump, doesn't. Oh, they're about to say they weren't going to call it, but they do call it as Chelsea Gray gets called for the foul on Ryan Howard. How many is that on Gray? I think that's her second, if I refresh my stats here. Chelsea Gray with 2 fouls now, correct. 25-15. Let me run my clock down. It's 5:04 to go here in the second quarter. Ryan Howard, season stats, 17.8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and about 1.3 steals as she knocks down the free throw worth 2 points. Ball in play here with Chelsea Gray. Gray gets it over to Austin. Austin at the foul line. Austin in and out dribble. Goes left. Bumps off Hamby. Has to go glass. Doesn't get it. Hamby with the rebound. Hamby going coast to coast. Gets it over to Burrell, who pump fakes for 3. Gets it back to Hamby. Hamby give and go with Burrell. Burrell throws it out to Hamby at the 3-point line. She attacks Hull down the lane, and Austin with the weak side block and rebound. Austin running the floor. Austin drives into the paint, goes up, and gets fouled by Hamby on the drive. So Austin doing it all. She gets the block on one end, dribbles coast to coast, in and out dribble, and draws the foul on the other. That was all clean, Shakira Austin. Colin said a happy birthday to Brittany Sykes, aka Slim-Mo. Happy birthday to Brittany Sykes. I think, didn't she have the game winner last night? I think she had the game winner in Lace's playoff clinching game last night. 25-17 is the score here. And Austin knocks down the free throw worth 2 points. 10-point game again, 27-17. Subs on the floor here. Let me run my clock down some more. It's 4:30 to go here. Kalia Copper checks back in. And Shakira Austin finally gets a rest. She's up to 10 points and 7 rebounds. The only big on the roster tonight, no Azare Stevens. As Ryan Howard draws the foul on Kalia Copper, she just checks into the game and draws the foul. Yeah, I had to kick both you and Mads out the Discord last night. After the game ended, like 10 minutes later, y'all were still in there. I was like, let me kick them out. They probably fell asleep. Out the Discord chat, not the whole Discord. You know what I mean. All right, so Ryan Howard at the line. For 1 free throw worth 2 points, she buries it. 27-19. I was like, y'all definitely fell asleep. After Oat left, I was like, all right, guys, good night. No response as Chelsea Gray hits the floater and scores. 29-19, 4 minutes to go. We got Erica Wheeler with the ball. Comes off the screen going left. Up top to Ryan Howard, guarded by Hull. 3 on the clock. She pump fakes for 3. It's 2 to go. Kalia Copper checks on her. She throws up a wild shot from 3 off the glass and off the rim. As Kalia Copper goes coast to coast, Gets downhill, scores on Ray Burrell, and one. Kalia Copper going to the line for the 3-point play. A nice right to left crossover goes into the body. Burrell reaching in, smacks her on the arm a little bit, and she'll go to the line for one more. Copper up to 10 points on 4 of 6 shooting this evening. Copper at the line. Free throw is up. Knocks it in. So it's 32-19. Erica Wheeler with the ball. Drives left, hands it off to Burrell. Burrell handoff to Ryan Howard, who hands it back off to Wheeler. They're just playing on the perimeter. Wheeler steps back for a long 2 right above the free throw line, and she cashes out. So it's 32-21. It should be 30. Let me refresh it. It should be 32-21. Yes, it is. They just didn't change the score before they went to commercial, as we have a timeout break. 32-21. Let's take a quick look at the box score while we have some time here. About 2.5 minutes of this timeout. So what we got? Zoom in a bit. So we got Shakira Austin with 10 points, 11 for Copper, 11 for Gray. Shakira with 10.7 rebounds and 2 blocks, so she's doing it on both ends. For Vinyl, you got none from Burrell, 5 for Hamby, 6 for Howard and Griner, 4 for Wheeler for their 21 points. They're shooting 7 for 20 from the field, 35%. Tudor, what's up, bro? 9 rebounds as a team, 80% from the foul line. They're 0 for 5 from 3. Vinyl is, excuse me. Rose is 3 for 6, 50% from 3. Turnover battle. If we look, 3 turnovers for Rose, 4 turnovers for Vinyl, and the fouls are about equal. So 32-21 is the score at the moment. 32-21. Looking at this poll, 71% of y'all said Rose is gonna win this game, and it's going according to plan right now. I'll leave it open until halftime, and then I'll end the poll. But looks like a lot of people are saying Rose will come out victorious. Let me fix this. There we go. That's more like it. All right, broadcast is coming back. Stick around for halftime. We'll go over the box score, the team stats, and then we'll take a look at some WNBA news that was released earlier today. If you didn't know that they had a meeting, the Players Association and the WNBA had a meeting. I think it was like on Monday or so. The WNBA came back with a proposal yesterday evening, and the Sports Business Journal released an article today about some of the things that may have been discussed. So we'll take a look at that at the half. Let's come back to the broadcast here. 32-21 is the score. Right, ball in play here with Team Rose. 32-19. Copper over to Gray at the 3-point line. Gray back to Copper. Right wing here. 4 seconds to go. Crosses over into the paint. Bumps off Burrell. Gets fouled again and won. So she's picking on Ray Burrell. And she is winning that matchup, as she'll go back to the line for another 3-point play. So another right to left crossover, gets into the paint, goes right into her chest. Ray Burrell, if you know her stature, she's not the strongest or the thickest person on the court. So that Copper shoulder right in her chest got her out of there. As she knocks down the free throw for the 3-point play. It's 35-19. 3 minutes to go here. Ryan Howard short on the left elbow jump shot, rebound to Gray. Game is getting ugly. Gray with the ball, guarded by Howard. 10 on the shot clock. Cross court to Hull. Hull drops it down to Copper. Copper against Wheeler now. Attacks her and gets fouled again. So Copper's just picking on Burrell, picking on Wheeler now that Wheeler subbed in for Burrell. It's barbecue chicken down there for her. 35-19 with a chance for more here for Kalia Copper. Thirty-five 21, 2:46 to go here in the second quarter. Copper at the line for one free throw worth 2 points, and she cashes out. Ball in play here, 37-21. Wheeler gets it over to Hamby, guarded by Gray. Handoff to Wheeler. Wheeler comes off the screen going right. Wheeler stops. Fall away jump shot inside the paint. Hamby chases down the offensive rebound. Hamby in the paint against Gray. Turns into Gray, throws up the floater, and draws the foul. And she's frustrated there. Right, so Hamby at the line for one free throw worth 2 points. Hamby at the line. She knocks down the free throw. 37-23. Sorry about that. If you know, channel favorite, grapes. Green grapes, that is. As Copper rattles in a left elbow jumper. She's feeling it tonight. And it's up to 39-23 as Ryan Howard draws the foul on Copper. I think Copper slipped and fell into Howard. So Howard will go to the line for one free throw worth 2 points. So 39-23, 2:09 to go here. Howard at the line, knocks down the free throw. This is their best source of offense here. Ball in play. Gray lobs it up. Copper wasn't expecting it. Throws it right to Wheeler. Wheeler to Hamby. Hamby handoff to Ryan Howard. Howard, oh, you got to shoot that. Gets it over to Wheeler. Wheeler blows by Copper, but doesn't take the shot. Throws it out to Hamby. Top of the key three and bricks. Copper with the rebound. And Copper bumps off Wheeler. A foul down low. Might be on Hamby. Hamby fouls Shakira Austin away from the play there. $39-25, 144 to go. So it looks like both teams are in the bonus here. So Shakira Austin is shooting one free throw worth 2 points. Free throw is up, and she knocks it in. 41-25 is the score. Courtney Williams, Howard, and Hamby on the court. Williams pocket pass to Hamby, gets blocked by Austin. Shakira Austin, menace on the defensive end. That's her third block of the game. Clean block, too. Williams finds Howard on the curl and gets fouled by Hull. Nice inbounds play there, leading to Howard getting fouled. Ryan Howard at the line for one free throw worth 2 points. Jeez, I got grapes all in my teeth. And she knocks the free throw down worth 2 points. 41-27. Gray with the ball. Guarded by Williams. Gray lobs it up to Austin. Austin goes up and easily scores. Hamby didn't want to get another foul call. RC, what up? Good to see you, my boy. Hope all is well. Everything's good on this end. Trying to stay warm. Oh, and Austin with another block on Hamby. Hamby is getting cooked down low. She can't do anything with Austin. She's trying to shoot left hand, right hand. Just block after block. Ryan Howard with the ball. Ryan Howard in and out dribble. Spins. Off balance. Throws it up top to Hamby. Hamby over to Williams. Williams has to get it up. Does she get it up in time? And they say they're going to have to review that as she knocks down the jumper. But I don't know if the buzzer went off before. Haley Jones getting some minutes here for the short-handed Rose. They only had 4 active players before that. Due to both Shug Sutton and Azare Stevens being out. Ball over to Austin. Austin in the paint. Austin bodies up Hamby and scores on her again. Oh no, they got to find something to do there because Shakira Austin is having her way out there. 45-29 Austin. Absolutely cooking on a miss by Rose. Austin with the rebound. She wants to do it all. Hands it off to Hull. Hull pump fakes for 3. Gets into the paint. Reverse layup. Oh, it's short. Rebound to Hamby. Hamby on the go here. Gets it over to Howard. Howard, left side of the court, guarded by Haley Jones. Step back 3 over Haley and misses. Rebound to Hull. About a half a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here. 10 seconds to go. Haley Jones, left side of the court. Haley with 5 on the clock. Haley drives by Howard, goes up and scores on Hamby. It's whoever offense out there for Team Rose. 3 seconds to go. Howard stops, throws it up from half court, almost banks it in. And that's how the second quarter ends, and that's how we go into halftime. It is absolute beatdown out there. 47-29, led by Shakira Austin. I've critiqued her because anytime she scores a lot, Rose typically have been losing. But she is leading the way on both ends, both in points and on the defensive end. 47-29, and we have 8 minutes of halftime. RC said, just enjoying women's college basketball, watching what unravel I can between NCAA women's basketball and NBA. I wish I had 10 eyes, but if you had 10 eyes, you'd be a hit. Listen, man, you got to do what you got to do when you want to watch what you want to watch. Nah, but I understand what you're saying. Let's take a look at the boxer right now. Let's get our 8-minute halftime going. All right, 47-29 at the half. We'll take a look at your comments in a bit once we get past this. 47-29. Shakira Austin leading the way with 14. Let me make sure this refresh. Yeah, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks for Shakira. 4 blocks. Hamby has been on the receiving end of 3 of them. Kalia Copper also cooking 18 points here for Kalia Copper. 11 for Chelsea Gray with 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Lexi Hull with 2. Haley Jones with 2. They're shooting 63% from the field. That's incredible shooting there. For Vinyl, Ray Burrell out there just running around doing some cardio, getting cooked. 7 for Hamby, 10 for Ryan Howard, 6 for Brittany Griner, 4 for Erica Wheeler, and 2 for Courtney Williams. They're shooting 27%. Well, sorry, 25% from the field. I think they just updated that. 25% from the field. That math doesn't really check out. Oh, no, that does check out. Yeah, 25%. 0 for 8 from 3. 7 for 8 from the line. That's been their saving grace. 5 turnovers there. Let's take a look at the team stats right quick. As you can see, the quarter by scoring by period, 21-13 in the first, 26-14 in the second. So defense optional for Vinyl this evening. You can see the stats there.
You sound great, mate. Awesome to have you on board.
Salute, Liam. Thank you for that. You sound great. Awesome to have you on board. Appreciate that. You have 19-13 rebound battle, Rose over Vinyl. Turnovers, Vinyl leading that 5-4. And you can see the fouls there. All right. Salute to everyone watching on the YouTube, on the Twitch, and I'm also streaming on this new platform called Sideline.fm. It's an audio only platform. For those who, you can't watch the YouTube, and sometimes when you close the YouTube on your phone, It cuts off the sound. If you just want to hear an audio only experience, it's in the pinned comment on the YouTube. Make sure you check that out. You can follow me there. Similar interactions. It has a chat room as well. You can do your bits and super stickers and things related to that on that platform as well. So make sure you tune in there. All right, 47-27. I did want to touch on. We have about 4 minutes 50 seconds before halftime is over. So I did want to take a look at this Sports Business Journal article. Sorry, this I need to put my stuff in dark mode. This white is so bright. The Sports Business Journal article, released by Tom Friend today. It says sources: WNBA's latest revenue share offer doesn't exceed 15%, but league does bend on housing and facility standards. As I mentioned, the league and the WNBA Players Association had a meeting earlier this week. I think it was around Sunday or Monday. Um, the they didn't have a proposal, but they took what the players said, and I guess they created a proposal this week and released it yesterday evening. I'll just point out a couple of points from it. I didn't get to read it in depth, but I glanced at it before we got online. So let's take a look right quick. It says the WNBA's latest collective bargaining proposal submitted to the Players Union Friday night did not include a revenue share split beyond 15%, sources told the Sports Business Journal Saturday. So they've been aiming for at least 30%, the WNBA PA, but the league is reluctant to give that much. So the article continues to say the WNBA PA had waited almost 6 weeks for the WNBA to reply to its request for a 30% share of league and team revenue and a 10 million plus salary cap. Although it was believed the league had previously offered 15%, sources told Sports Business Journal it was always less than 15, and that Friday night's offer similarly did not surpass that number. They said the league did include concessions on facility standards and player housing, each of which were a union priority during Monday's face-to-face meetings in New York. Earlier in negotiations, the WNBA had proposed eliminating league-sanctioned housing for players and also the corresponding stipend for those who wanted to live on their own. When the union pushed back again on that at Monday's meeting, sources said Friday's latest proposal included league-controlled housing for rookies or players with special circumstances, a clear compromise. So it looks like the league is compromising on some things, but the revenue sharing thing is a hard sticking point that is holding up negotiations so far. Skip down a little bit as we have about 2 minutes until halftime's over. Sources have said team executives league-wide have been aware of the strike scenario and are bracing for perhaps a delay in the 2026 season that is scheduled to begin on May 8th. Last week, the union posted an Instagram story about a near player strike at the 1964 All-Star Game, leading to speculation in league circles that the WNBA players were also close to striking themselves. So I guess they posted that video, and then they were like, "Hey, I guess that's leading to speculation that if they're posting that, maybe they're thinking about striking as well." Brianna Stewart was on Miles Turner's podcast. Miles Turner is a player in the NBA. He plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. I know one of the important things that she said was, we want to play because we know how it's important to be on the court for a number of reasons, for the people, for the fans, for the city, but it'll be something that's really tough. If push comes to shove, because we're comparing apples to oranges, the W and the NBA contracts are vastly different. So it's like, yeah, the top 10, maybe 15 players can survive without a W contract, but the rest, it's like, no, you don't want to go that much without getting paid. So that was something Brianna Stewart did bring up, even though I know she did also mention in the video. I did watch a little bit of the clips from that video that she was saying. I know people were saying that Because I work for Unrivaled, I don't care about the W, but I want both to succeed, and I don't want to go without a WNBA season. So we shall see. But that stuff is still up in the air, people. Still up in the air. We'll see. Let me get ready for the third quarter as we continue talking here. But what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna read your comments in a second as we get ready for the third quarter. Let's see what you gotta say. Scrolling up. Zay, what up? WME might get 15 to 20%, but they will not be getting 30%. Ultimately, I think there will be a season. Yeah, I think there'll be a season, maybe delayed because they still have to do the expansion draft. Still gotta have free agency. It's a lot of stuff that gotta happen before we have a season. Um, let's see. What is happening here? Has the game restarted? They're just showing um coach on the court right now. Is this a replay? I'm so confused right now. Let me see if they actually restarted this game, y'all. Or they just yeah, they have. Hold on. They had just have the video on coach Nola Henry. Sorry about that, guys. I think they're feeding the wrong feed to the YouTube. I think they're feeding like the EVS feed. If you're into production, you know what EVS is. They're feeding the EVS feed to the YouTube, so we're just seeing them rewinding and scrolling through stuff here. But the game has restarted. It's 49 to 29 until they recognize what they're doing. Then I guess I'll just have to box score watch with the rest of us. Kat, what's going on? Hope all is well. This is hilarious. We're just watching a recording on the screen right now, guys. 51-29 is the score. I'm gonna have to look at the play-by-play and see what's going on. I don't think they recognize what's happening. I'm about to send them a tweet. My tweets be working sometimes when I tweet them. I'm surprised they don't have nobody QCing what we're watching right now. See, I'm over here trying to watch it on YouTube. Now they're just showing like coach cams. Like, what is happening? I'm trying to watch the game here. Sorry about this, y'all. They're literally just showing the coaches on the feed right now. No box score or no score bug. No nothing. I don't know if the cameras are messed up, but the score is 51-29. I'm gonna try and keep you guys as up to date as possible. 51-29 is the score. It looks like they're having some technical difficulties on the feed they're sending to us. But it's 4:56 to go here in the third quarter. And let's see if they figure it out before the quarter is over. I might have to go to my other methods to watch this game. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna have to go to my other method to watch this game. They screwing up the YouTube feed. It's 51-31 is the score. 51-31. This is crazy. This never they always screwing up the YouTube. Yeah, they just got the coach on Coach Spoon right now. All right, let's do this, y'all. I think, see, this feed is gonna be delayed. I just know it, but I'd rather watch the game. Yeah, so this feed is a little bit delayed, so just bear with me until they fix the YouTube. I'll check at the next break, because on my screen it's still 51:29, so we're about a minute behind what's going on. 51:20. The actual score is 51:31, 53:31 actually. Sigma, what's going on, my friend? I know I've been MIA now. Life be life, and sometimes, my friend. But I'm trying to get back to calling as many as I can. All right. Let me go back to the YouTube and see if they fixed it. Nope, it looks like they're in a timeout right now. But the score is 53-31. I'm about to send them another tweet. We can't see the game on YouTube. So the score is 53-31. The YouTube feed they're giving us is not the correct feed. So for this whole quarter, we haven't been able to see any of the game. Oh, there we go. I think they finally saw my tweet. I think. Yes, they finally saw my tweet. They switched it to the game broadcast. See, tweeting works, y'all, or X, whatever y'all want to call it. 53-31. Oh, that's what I was using, but that TV app is behind, bro. I have the paid version of that TV app, and it's like a minute and a half, 2 minutes behind. But it's back now. YouTube feed is back. They got it figured out. Sorry for that. I mean, it's not really my fault, but you know what it is. I had to send tweets out to these people to get it right. All right, 53-31. There was a challenge on the court while we couldn't see any of the action. So the point comes off the board, so it's 51-31. Yeah, Sierra. Listen, if it was happening at work, I would just have to make a call. But this is not sponsored or not run by us. 51-31. It's Rose basketball. 4:07 to go. Oh, so it's vinyl ball. There was a little confusion there. Ball in play here with Team Vinyl is Wheeler, Griner, and Howard on the court. They get the ball down to BG in the paint. She spins, shoots the jump shot, gets fouled by Austin, and one BG. And does a little like look at Shakira like you too little. 51-33 is the score. I mean, Cuz gonna have to really help them out because they struggling right now. Absolutely struggling. 51-34 as she knocks down the free throw for the 3-point play. Gray comes off the screen, finds Austin. Austin stops. Austin cross court to Hull. Hull wide open for the corner three, rolls out. If she would have got her on the rebound, throw the whole Vinyl team away. But Vinyl gets the rebound. Back down to BG, ball gets poked away by Austin. Gray picks up the loose ball. Gray crossover on Wheeler, tries to put her in the post, shoots over her, and they call a foul on Wheeler. Wheeler is not pleased. So we going back to another timeout. It's 51-34 is the score. 51-34. All right, let me take a look at the box score in that meantime, since we couldn't see. They got the broadcaster talking, the sideline reporter talking in my ear. Let's take a look at this in the meantime. Score is 53-31. We missed about 3 minutes of the third quarter on the broadcast due to them sending the wrong feed to the YouTube, but we're all good now. 53-31. Shakira Austin up to 18 points, 12 rebounds, 5 blocks. She's absolutely cooking. Kalia Copper up to 22. 8 of 11 shooting. That's elite. Only missed 3 shots. You got Chelsea Gray doing what Chelsea Gray does. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Hull yet to score 2 for Haley Jones. For Vinyl, you got Ray Burrell, no points. You got 11 for De'Erica Hamby, 10 for Ryan Howard, 9 for BG. She hasn't missed a shot, 4 for 4. 4 for Erica Wheeler. Courtney Williams yet to score. They're still shooting 27.8%. So, and they have 0 for 10 from 3. Let me take this halftime off. 0 for 10 from 3. So they got to clean up. Something got to give. 0 for 10 is crazy. And shooting 27.8% from the field it's not good. Absolutely not good. Broadcast about to come back here. Broadcast coming back. Salute to everybody for hanging around. I forgot to end this poll because that feed was not working, but 71% of y'all said Rose would win this game. So now they're showing the game summary so far. 51-34. 13 points for Vinyl's bench compared to 2 for Rose, but it's really been the Shakira Austin show for the start as a starter for Rose. All right, so let's see if if Vinyl can make this a little bit interesting. Yo, give me the lotto numbers, man, since you're so good at predictions. I'm trying to make a million. I'm trying to be a millionaire here as Rose hits the free throw worth 2 points. Got Erica Wheeler off the screen. Hard drives right. Finds down to Griner. Smacks the ball off of Griner. Oh, no. They just said she stripped it. And it stays with Rose. Stays with Vinyl. Excuse me. 53-34. 3:20 to go. Ball inbound to Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard off the screen from BG. Pulls up from the right elbow. Too strong. Austin snags another rebound. That's her 13th. That's great. Comes off the screen, gets downhill. Oh, hands it off to Austin. Austin wide open. Easy left hand lay. Restart my clock now. 3 minutes to go here as Wheeler with the ball over to BG. And they're going to review something here. So, Mads, you on a roll is what you're trying to tell us. So I think the referees did the review sign. So 55-34 with 2:56 to go here in the third quarter. So we're in a timeout break here as they're reviewing some things. Next matchup, we're doing both games tonight, people. So stick around for the next game as well. Don't fall asleep on me like some people, wink, wink, do. Phantom and Mist coming up right after this game. Oh, Erica Wheeler was trying to do like a little swim move on Chelsea Gray to get loose, and it hits Chelsea Gray in the face. So they reviewing it to see if they need to upgrade that. See, Sarah Kustok said the same thing. She's trying to do a swim move. See, I know my terminology. So we'll see what the result of this is called. The referee says the the foul does not meet the criteria for a flagrant foul. So, no flagrant called. So we can get back to action here. Where I save. No, I'm joking. I was gonna say I save all your comments, but I remember. I remember all your comments for the most part. All right, so it is Rose basketball here. It is Rose basketball. 55-34. Come on, let's get this game started again. Ball in play here with Team Rose. Lexi Hull over to Chelsea Gray. Gray comes off the screen from Austin. Oh, pocket pass to Austin. Austin throws it back out to Gray. Pump fakes for three, steps back, takes a three anyway. And Lexi Hull chases down the offensive rebound. That is what she does, but I think she stepped on the sideline. So, no good deed goes unpunished, they say. Ball back in play here with Team Vinyl. 55-34, 2.5 to go. Erica Wheeler at the foul line. BG calling for the ball against Austin. Wheeler stops, pops, cashes out from the mid-range jump shot from the foul line. 55-36. Talking about we a lot. You speak French? As Chelsea Gray responds with a three on the other end. Ryan Howard comes off the screen, dribbles left, attacks Lexi Hall. No foul call. Rebound to Austin. It's a 2-on-2. Both players on the floor. Hall and Howard. Oh, but they lose Austin on the roll. Chelsea Gray does her little thing sign, camcorder sign. Austin continuing to cook out there. 60-36. Wheeler gets downhill. Baseline jump shot is up, too short. Austin with another rebound. Ball out to Chelsea Gray. This game is getting out of hand, people. Not even gonna lie to you. Oh, bad pass by Gray, stolen by Wheeler, but Hull steals it back from her. They call it jump ball. Yeah, this is sloppy hoops, to quote myself. Make sure you put sloppy hoops in quotes next time. Yeah, this from Vinyl. This is awful hoops, honestly. 27.5% from the field. Nah, AB played for Vinyl last season. AB plays for Phantom this season, Cat. Ball in play with Ryan Howard. Comes off the screen going left. Ryan Howard steps back for a top of the key three off the back rim. Austin just gobbling up all the rebounds. And then Hamby bumps into her as Austin takes a tumble. And their teammates come over to take a look at her. AB will be playing next. Shakira Austin with 20 points, 16 rebounds, 5 blocks. That's my player of the game. Even though Copper has 22, but it's been the Shakira Austin show. Ron, what up? Phantom, the best team. Plum Dog about to ride. We'll see. That's a good match of both teams. Similar records. Oh, Ryan Howard, good block off of Copper. It goes off her head and out of bounds. Ryan Howard with that nonchalant stare at her like, child, please. And then I think Copper's contact fell out. She got blocked so hard her contact came out. Ball in play here with Vital. Ray Burrell back in the game. I haven't said that name in a while, but she does a nice play there. An LA Sparks connection. Burrell to Hamby, and Hamby lays it in. Yeah, next time, yeah. Copper from the wing three misses. Hamby with the rebound. Hamby on the push here. Over to Burrell. They're going to run the same play. Burrell with the ball. Stops up to Hamby at the foul line. 8 on the shot clock. Hamby picks up her dribble. Looking for Howard. Hands it off. Got to shoot that Ryan for 3. In and out. Oh, the rebound takes a weird bounce and it falls to Austin and misses. Oh, and then Hamby dives in and fouls Kalia Copper with 12 on the clock. Cass said last year I liked Phantom and Vinyl and saw them lose the whole season. Yeah, Phantom was terrible last season. Vinyl, they were a little up and down. But Phantom was terrible. Ball in play here. With Copper with the ball, 7 on the clock. Guarded by Wheeler. Copper at the 3-point line, 4 on the clock. 3, 2. Copper down the lane. Left hand lay is good. Gets it up to Wheeler with 1 on the clock. She shoots the 3 off the back rim. And this game is absolute blowout. 24 points, is that right? 62-38 is the score. You know, final score, we add 11 to it. Final score is 73. Jeez, this ain't good, y'all. This ain't good. Vinyl look absolutely outmatched on the court right now. They both have the same record, but Vinyl look absolutely terrible at this point in time. Target score 73. Let me get that up for us. Let's get ready for the fourth quarter. Salute to everybody hanging around for this ugly game. Hopefully the next one gives us much more excitement than this record coming to a screeching halt here. Boom, if you know what I'm trying to say. Let me look at the comments there. Ron said, Jay, Lakers game about to start. Can you possibly put the live scores on the screen so we can follow along? I don't have that on this look here. I would have to get that look there for y'all to follow along. But I'll keep it up on another screen so I can give you some insight. I have to find that widget again. I don't have it on this look. It's on my WNBA look, not on my Unrivaled look. But I'll see what I can do for you. Kat said we hang around for the crowd and Jay Jordan. Salute, Kat. Appreciate you. Yeah, this ain't looking good, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the box score. It's about a minute and a half left for this halftime. Let's take a look here though. 62-38. No, this is not a typo. This is the actual Unrivaled website. Winning score 73. It's just not looking good out there. Shakira with 20 points, 16 rebounds, 5 blocks. Player of the game for me. Copper, she's doing her thing though. 24 points, 4 rebounds. Chelsea Gray with 16 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. You got none for Hall, 2 for Haley Jones. They're still shooting over 50% for the game. 57.5%. No complaints there from me. Vinyl. Ray Burrell out there doing cardio. 2 assists. No points. De'Erica Hamby, 13 points, 6 rebounds. Got her shot blocked a bunch of times by Hamby. You got Ryan Howard with 10. 1 for 15, bro. Get out of here, bro. 1 for 15, bro. Come on now. You know, I say on this channel a lot, when Ryan is going, she's going. When she's off, she's terrible. 1 for 15. 4 for 4 for Brittany Griner. for 9 points, but it's not enough. 6 points for Wheeler on 3 of 10 shooting. Courtney Williams, she out there doing cardio as well. 0 for 3, no points, and a turnover. Yeah, this is Vinyl. Got to go back to the drawing board here because it's ugly out there. All right, remember, fourth quarter is untimed. First to 73 wins. Rose should get this out of here in the next couple minutes or so. We'll probably start the new game on time. Well, a little not on time, but close to on time as possible. Rose start the fourth quarter with the ball as we continue this game. 62-38 is the correct score, people. Austin, hand off to Copper, coming off the screen. Copper crosses over on the right side. She goes into the post against Burrell. One leg shot. Burrell gets blocked. Burrell blocks Copper. Vinyl the other way. Wheeler responds with a 3 in transition. So the first 3 for Vinyl today, they were 0 for 10 from before this. Probably 0 for 11. No, they were actually 0 for 13. They're 1 for 14 now. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Vinyl. Chelsea Gray on the attempted shot. 5 seconds to go here on the shot clock. Imagine, Maz, that would be crazy. Gray with the inbound pass, 2 on the clock. Gray has to put it up off the front rim. Burrell with the rebound. Burrell pushing it. Left to right crossover. Bump, steps through, reverses. Off balance shot. What the hell? And hits the net from the outside, if you know what I'm trying to say. Meaning it ain't go in. It hit the bottom of the net on the air ball. Ball in play here with Rose. 62-41. Chelsea Gray at the ball. They just need to put the Vinyl out of their misery here. Chelsea Gray into the paint. Lowers the shoulder. Goes up off glass and scores. 64-41. As Wheeler comes back down the other end, as I look down, and she scores. 64-43. Chelsea Gray with the ball. She slips, gets back up. They just attacking. Wheeler goes out to Austin. Austin on the attack. Ray Burrell from behind gets to strip and steal. Ray Burrell in transition. Slows it down. Burrell, hand off to Hamby at the 3-point line. Gets it over to Wheeler. Almost a turnover. Wheeler saves it. Comes off the screen. Finds Hamby on the roll. Hamby pump fakes this time and scores on Austin. She learned a little pump fake there. Look at her. 64-45. Ball down to Copper. Copper attacks Burrell, hangs, and misses. Burrell holding her jaw, but there was no foul call. Hamby back the other way, pump fakes like twice, and scores. And we have a timeout on the floor, so Vinyl is showing some signs of life as Coach Nola Henry calls a timeout. 64-47. If they get this to single digits, things could get really interesting. Oh, that's funny. You can hear the cursing from the the coaches. Man said we just got to get effing organized. Oh, let me give you. I can give you that. I forgot I could do that here. I'm gonna give y'all some of the sauce.
Let's go what we did before. So I want Kai here.
This is Coach Nola Henry for Rose.
You set this angle screen. Kai, pop out here. We open up that whole back block for Kira. Make a good decision in the pick and roll. Here it is. Yeah, just start.
So that was Coach Nola Henry. And they came to the Vinyl huddle too late. But I just gave y'all a little sneak peek into the huddle there. Forgot I could do that. Lo-Fi says, bro, do anybody know why the stats don't move on Prize Picks? This is my first time betting on this. I don't know. I've never used Prize Picks for anything, so I'm not too sure. Maybe they just don't have as up-to-date stats as the more professional or more standard leagues. As Erica Wheeler hits down the jump shot, so Vinyl Got a stop on one end. Wheeler comes back, knocks down the jumper. It's 64-49. As Copper gets into the paint, gets loose, and throws up the floater. Finally, they stop that run. 66-49. 66-49. Ball pass down to Hamby. Hamby in the post, almost loses it. He's trying to attack Shakira Austin. Dream Shake goes up for the right hand scoop and scores. So Hamby, it took her 3.5 quarters, but she's figuring out how to score on Shakira Austin. 66-51. Austin says, I could do that too. Oh, she misses though. I tried to give her some props there. She's on the floor. There's a 3-on-2 if they want it. Over to Burrell. Burrell for three. Hey, Burrell knocks down the three. For her first points of the night, it's a 12-point game here, y'all. 12-point game. Things can get interesting. Copper for three, and she shoots an air ball. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's getting a little tight in there. 66-54. Let me sit up a little bit. Let me get into this. This is a little interesting. Ball in play here with Vinyl. 66-54. Winning score is 73. Wheeler comes off the screen. Wheeler, oh, good hezzy move. Drops it off to Hamby. Quick layup is good. 18-4. 18-4 in the quarter here. This is interesting. 66-56. As, oh, Chelsea Gray got away with a push-off. She hits the left elbow jump shot and says something to Wheeler as we have a timeout on the court. 68-56. Things was getting a little tight in there. Butt cheeks were getting a little clenched, but Chelsea Gray said, calma, calma. It's the midi. I mean, it might be a little too late here for Team Vinyl, but all right, I'm giving y'all some more insight on the huddle here.
Kara, Flair, Chelsea. You can get down the lane line. You might have to go up a two here. Set a good one.
Coach Nola Henry.
Yep. Once you flare for Chelsea, if Kyle doesn't have it, she's going to pull it back out. Come get her a screen. Wherever she's at, she'll be somewhere over here. Out of Hulk goes.
And they were cleaning some blood off of Shakira's jersey. She's played a lot of minutes tonight. The only big on the roster. Here's Coach Spoon. I wish I could show you guys this stuff, but I'm trying to get out of here.
68-56.
All right, I gotta take you off now. All right, 68-56. Things are getting interesting here. It was an 18-4 run before Chelsea Gray hit that left elbow jumper. 68-56. They were down as many as 24, I think it was. It's now a 12-point game. So they cut it in half. Was that the game where Jackie Young traveled? No, that was the Missa game. Erica Wheeler with the ball here. 68-56. Let's see if they can. Oh, nice move by Hamby. Oh, the Hamby goes reverse with the right hand on the left-hand side of the basket. Hamby took a little bit too long to get going against Austin. 68-58. Chelsea Gray. Oh, Chelsea Gray said, all right, time for me to put this to bed. She hits another midi from the same spot as before. 70-58. 3 points from safety. As Hamby's going to work on Austin. Hamby's going to work on Austin. She hit her with the dipsy do spin over the left shoulder off glass and scores. 70-60. Gray for the win. Oh, she tried to shoot from half court for the win. Austin with the rebound now. Gray pump fakes for three. Gray shoots a three for the win again, and she airballs that one. She tried to go for glory twice and missed out. Fell short. So Vinyl back with possession here. They're going to have to get back-to-back stops here to have a chance. As Erica Wheeler comes off the screen. Wheeler pump fakes. Now takes a contested two, and she knocks it down. Erica Wheeler has come alive here in this fourth quarter. 70-62, 8-point game, but a three wins it for Rose. Chelsea Gray dancing behind the screen, throws it to Shakira on the roll, out to Copper. Copper, right wing three for the win. Oh, she misses. And Burrell with the rebound over to Hamby. Hamby goes into the paint against Gray. Ball gets tapped away out of bounds. It stays with Vinyl. Chelsea Gray is a really good paint defender as a timeout is called here on the floor. So I thought this game was curtains, but Vinyl said not so fast. 70-62, winning score is 73. Vinyl, let me take a look at the quarter scoring here. They're outscoring Rose 24-8 in the quarter. And they're down 8, so that they fell behind by so much that they're grinding to come back. I'm gonna try and give y'all some more insight on the huddles. This is Rose huddle.
Yeah, you bring it. Kara, here. Flair, boom, Chelsea. Ty, you'll have the lane line or you'll have Chelsea for 3. Right here, finish it. Defense, we need a big stop here.
All right, that was Coach Nola Henry. They just keep going to her in the huddle. So I keep giving y'all that. They had 12 field goals made in the first 3 quarters for Vinyl. They have 11 here in the 4th quarter. So that shows how putrid they had been playing until the 4th quarter. But will it be too little too late? Vinyl do have possession here. Over to Erica Wheeler. They're rolling with this same lineup here. Wheeler, Hamby, and Burrell as Wheeler goes to the line and gets fouled. And I think they're going to challenge this. Oh, no. It's a challenge here by Rose. They're saying we did not foul her. She missed on her own. So we just came out of a timeout. Now we have a challenge for the timeout. Remember at Unrivaled, the 4th quarter is commercial free. So they're sticking with the broadcast here. Ronci said, how many points Lexi got? The same amount of points you and me got, my boy. Me, you, and Lexi got the same amount of points tonight. That's a foul on Shakira. I don't know why they challenged that, though. So just a quick box score recap as they're reviewing this stuff. Shakira Austin, 20 points, 17 rebounds, 5 blocks. Does have 5 fouls. The challenge is unsuccessful. It was a foul. 26 for Copper, 22 for Chelsea Gray, 2 for Haley Jones, Lexi Ho. 0 points. I try to think of a way how to describe it. It's 0 points, y'all. Ray Burrell with 3, 27 for. Oh, wow! They took a point away from Hamby. It's 25 for Hamby. 10 for Ryan Howard, 15 for Erica Wheeler, 9 for BG, Courtney Williams, and I got the same amount of points tonight. As Erica Wheeler is at the line for the free throw worth 2 points, she sneaks it in over the rim. And it's a 6-point game, 70-64. Can Rose put this away with a 3? Let's see what they go for. Copper. Oh, Wheeler gets the steal on Copper. Wheeler goes behind the back, slows it down, gets the screen from Hamby. It was a go screen. Wheeler keeps her balance, goes for the scoop. Oh, she couldn't get it. That might have been an over the back on Hamby, but Austin with another rebound. Chelsea Gray, right, left to right crossover into the paint, drops it off to Austin, puts up the floater off the glass and scores. 1 point away from victory here for Rose, 72-64. As Hamby attacks Austin, left hand layup is good. It might be too little too late for Hamby. She's cooking though. She's up to 27 here, 72-66. And they call a moving screen on Austin and she fouls out. Or they call it on Gray. No, they call on Austin. She should be out of here. That's 6. At least that should be 6. Yeah, that's 6 fouls on Austin. That was a little questionable. I don't like that one. How is she still in the game though? Whoa. The refs don't recognize? What's happening? Vinyl over to Hamby. Oh, Hamby turns it over and they call a foul. Oh no. This is turning into a foul fest now. Austin should be out this game to keep it 100 with y'all. That's 7 on Austin. They got 7 fouls on the box score for Austin and she's in the game still. What is happening? They're showing the replay. Oh, that one was cleaner than the first one. No, that's clean. That's clean. So that challenge on that first one. Oh, no, that's tough. Oh, what an inbound. Ray Burrell almost loses it. Lexi Hull diving on the floor. Ball is up in the air. Chelsea Gray picks up the loose ball. Chelsea Gray on the go. Chelsea Gray, crossover on Hamby, stops. Midi, game over. Chelsea Gray, game winner, and wins it for Rose. 74-66. They definitely foul out at 6 fouls, so I don't know what happened there, but listen, the game's over anyway. Rose with the victory. I don't know what happened there. That thing said she had seven personal fouls. I've never seen that one before. But anyway, Rose finally put the Vinyl to bed. 74-66. It was a late effort by Vinyl, but too little, too late. 74-66, 5-5. Rose moved to 5-5. Vinyl dropped to 4-6. Let's take a quick look at the box score before we get ready for game 2. $74-66. You can see there Chelsea Gray game-winning 2-point jumper. Shakira with 22, 18 rebounds, 5 blocks, 5 turnovers, 7 fouls, bro. Come on now. Kalia Copper with 26 points. She had a good scoring game for the first time in a bit. 24 for Chelsea Gray and the game winner. 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals. Excuse me. You had none for Lexi Hull. I told y'all, me, you, and Lexi all got the same amount of points. 2 for Haley Jones. They still shot over 50% for the whole game. 3 left a lot to be desired. 26.7 points, percentage from 3. Let's listen to Shakira though.
This felt like a statement win. I want to start with your stats though. 22 points, 18 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Nola Henry challenged you guys defensively. What did you show?
I mean, we have to get up and get
This is
stops
Shakira
every
here.
possession. That's how you win games. That's how you win championships. And we got to just get back to that. I mean, the offense, we're going to figure that out. But we got to sit down and get a stop every time.
How fun is it to play with Chelsea Gray and Kalia Copper, all 3 of you guys in double figures and really poured it on?
Yeah, I mean, they're just great players coming in every day. You know, we
This
never,
is Shakira
we never
Austin
gave
talking.
up. It was a tough stretch of losses. But, you know, we just put our head down and continue to work, continue to figure this shit out. And, I mean, that's
Yeah, figure this
I'm
out.
sorry. We're going to figure this stuff out and hopefully get another dub.
Last one for you. I know you take your matchups very personally, and today we felt that heat. What are you looking forward to most about one-on-one coming up?
I need to put it together more. I let up a little bit, got a little winded. I just got to continue to be consistent. Should have finished with like 10 blocks if I stayed locked in. So I just got to get better.
I'll take Shakira
High
on the Liberty.
expectations. Good win. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that's it for the interview, y'all. Hope y'all were able to hear that nice and clear. But she said she got to figure that ish out, and she signs the camera. For Vinyl, Ray Burrell with 3 points, 27 for Hamby. She came alive, but it was too little, too late. Ryan Howard with 10, 1 for 15. It's killing me right now, people. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. That is awful. 1 for 15. Come on, bro. 9 for BG, 17 for Wheeler, and Courtney Williams with a goose egg as well. 41%. So they improved from 25% to 41%. 13% from 3. They didn't hit a 3 till like the fourth quarter. But they lost. Let's take a look at the standings. Let me see if they updated it yet. Yep, they did. So this is the new standings. Laces, the X means they've clinched the playoff spot. So Laces clinched last night. Phantom 6-3. Mist 6-3. They both play in a couple minutes. 5-5 Breeze. 5-5 Rose now. Vinyl in 6 at 4-6. 3-7 for Hive. 2-8 for Lunar Owls. Top 6 teams make the playoffs. Top 6 teams make the playoffs. All right, y'all. Getting ready for Phantom and Mist. Give me a second as I get my stuff ready here. But we got about what is it? Getting ready for game 2. Give me a sec as we get stuff ready for that. Let me move this up here so y'all can see. Probably a little less than that now, but I know what I'm trying to do here. Get this stuff ready for y'all. Give me one moment. So Phantom and Mist, the 2 6-3 teams will get ready for that game momentarily. What am I looking for? There we go. All right. Let's do that. Thanks for everyone hanging out on the YouTube, on the Twitch, and also on Sideline, the new platform I'm streaming audio on. If you want to listen to audio only content, follow. Link is in the pinned comment on YouTube. You can support over there as well. Phantom Mist. There we go. There we go. Phantom and Mist. Get ready for that matchup coming up in the next 10 minutes or so. So bear with us as they get the broadcast ready. Hopefully they don't forget about the YouTube again. No Luka for the Lakers tonight. 18-21 current score. Yeah, Luka's on my fantasy team. That's a bummer. I did see he was out. But listen, I think my boy is actually at that game. He flew out to LA yesterday to go to some Laker games. So but I am not a Laker fan, so more power to them. That's all I can say. My team is terrible. Miami, absolutely garbage. Blew another 20-point lead yesterday and lost to Boston. It's so predictable now. I don't even watch them anymore. I just get the notifications to the phone, and I'm like, oh, of course. Of course. No joy watching that team. But hopefully this game is much more competitive than what we just witnessed between those two other teams. All right, cool. I think we're all set now. Perfect. Phantom and Mist, both 6-3. Both 6-3. These two teams have played against each other before. I got to go look at the schedule again to see when that was. I think it was fairly, of course, it was probably towards the beginning of the season. Let's look at all games. Phantom and Mist, yeah, they played on January 12th. We could take a look at the box score really quickly. I just want to show this to you guys. This was the last matchup between these two teams. Phantom win by 3, 64-61. Kelsey Plum with the game-winning 2-point jump shot. As you can see, Brianna Stewart, 17 points, 16 from Gray and Agumbawale. You had 6 from Yeru. Alana Smith, no points, 6 for VB. For Phantom, you had AB with 10 points, 12 rebounds. Cloud with 9. Plum with 18. 8 for Tip Hayes and 19 and 7 for Kiki Iria Fen. So let's see if history repeats itself again this evening. Let me see. Okay, they didn't start the stream yet, and I always got to double check. So that is the score. That was the score from the last game. Both teams are 6-3, hoping. Mist hoping to get the revenge on the Phantom this evening. Phantom are on a 2-game winning streak. Mist are on a 1-game losing streak. So let's see who comes out on top. Let me get a poll started while we have some time here. Start poll. Who wins game 2? Will it be Phantom? Or will it be Mist? Starting the poll on the YouTube. If you're on the Twitch, if you're on the sideline, put it in the chat. Who wins game 2? I know, Ron. I know definitely you were going for the Ghost game. Oh, snap. Move this up here. Move Enrique down here. Move VB over here. Okay. Oh, almost ended the broadcast. Whoops. That would have been bad news, Bears. This countdown to tip off is wrong, y'all. Just ignore this. I don't know how much time is left now. It's probably about 5 minutes or so. But we're waiting for game 2 to start. If you're just joining, waiting for game 2 to start. Make sure you fill out that poll. Waiting for game 2 to start. Hopefully they start the YouTube. They be messing up sometimes with that. Today's the 7th, right? Yes, it is. All right, so I'm on the right channel. I'm on the right broadcast. Let me see. Remember, guys, next week, not next week, this week actually, the one-on-one tournament starts this week. Let me pull up. I should actually pull that up so you guys can see the brackets here while we wait. Duplicate that tab and pull up the one-on-one tournament. Let me show this to y'all while we have some time here. Ooh, geez, that's tiny. All right, so the one-on-one tournament, they released the brackets and stuff. So on Wednesday, these are the matchups here. Cloud versus Gray, Yaru versus Stewart, Citron versus Mabry, Bantam versus Mitchell, Sykes versus Agumbawale, Malonga versus Edwards. So these are all happening on Wednesday. I don't know. I think I have work, so I don't know if I'll be able to stream this Wednesday's one-on-one tournament. But from 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern, there'll be games. So I may be able to catch probably the second half. Maybe we'll see. But a lot of the tournament taking place here on Wednesday. On Friday, I guess the remaining participants will play, and then Saturday is the rest of it, and then I think it finishes. I think it finishes on Saturday actually. Who do I got for the Super Bowl? Honestly, I don't give a beep, but I'm gonna go Seahawks. I'm gonna just go Seahawks. To be honest with you, as a Giants fan, the Patriots ain't nothing. Well, the Patriots are the Patriots, so we handled the business against them. So, yo, start the YouTube. What they doing? This game probably gonna start, and they gonna remember afterwards. They do that a lot. Yeah, this is a much better look at the one-on-one tournament. So this is Pod A. This is how the bracket sort of levels out for Pod A. So they did it a little different this year. Before it was some matchups you would have a point guard against a forward, like in the early rounds, but now it looks like it's sort of balanced out. Where there's a bunch of guards against each other and equal height players at the moment. So these are the pods here. You can pause if you want to take a look at it. Anybody who's actually watching this, have they started the game yet or the broadcast yet? Because on the YouTube, they playing games here. I might have to send out another tweet. those just joining, we're waiting for game 2 to start. Waiting for game 2 to start. Let me take a look if they actually started this thing yet. They playing games. I want a refund. Let me stop. There we go. They started it finally. All right, so we good. They started it right before the game starts. So we good, y'all. We good. They're showing like the Alicia Gray and her. She struggled last game, definitely. She couldn't throw a rock in the ocean last game. All right, let's see who the starters are. They got the flag bearers out there throwing up their flags and whatnot. Who is this person in this short red dress? Who is that? I don't know who that is. All right, it looks like everybody is healthy for Team Mist. Everybody's in their jerseys. So no injuries to report for Team Mist. Let's see what Phantom have got going on here. All right, starting lineups. They're finally about to tell us who the starters are. So AB, Kelsey Plum, Tip Hayes, that's who I have. And then Alicia Gray, Veronica Burton, Brianna Stewart. So we got that right. All right, so let's see. Let me see what the chat looking like, the poll looking like. 60% say Phantom. Okay. So jump ball between AB and Stewart. Aaliyah Boston wins the tip, and we get game 2 on the roll. Hayes down to Boston. Ball gets tipped away. Boston gets the loose ball. Boston on the attacking, and Stewart bounces off her right-hand hook, and they go right to the post and score. Phantom on the board. It's Stewart is going to have a tough challenge against Aaliyah Boston down there. Stewart trying to get right back at her. Goes up with the left and draws the foul immediately. So Brianna Stewart says, all right, you scored on me on one end, I'll draw the foul on you on the other. As Brianna Stewart will go to the line for one free throw worth 2 points. Brianna Stewart averaging 19 points, 9 rebounds a game in this unrivaled season. Stewart at the line knocks down the free throw worth 2 points, so both teams are on the board here. Coach Zach O'Brien is the coach for Mist. Ball over to KP. KP comes off the screen for AB, drops it off to Boston. She recovers it. Little dream shake, short on the turnaround, and that's a shot clock violation. It was an air ball. Coach Renika Hodges is the coach for Phantom, both with ties to the Liberty. Coach Renika Hodges was assistant coach during our championship season. So it's Coach Zach O'Brien. He was an assistant. But now they've both moved on to new teams. Alicia Gray with the ball, rejects the screen from Burton, picks up her dribble, gets it over to VB. Burton on the attack on Plum. Gets it in the corner to Stewie. Stewie with 2 on the clock. Stewie, a little dream shake, fall away, and it's short. Rebound to AB. Aaliyah Boston crosses half court. Aaliyah Boston down the lane, spins, left hand layup, and she gets fouled by Brianna Stewart. So Aaliyah Boston and Brianna Stewart, the 2 scorers for both teams, going at each other. Aaliyah Boston draws the foul, and she'll go to the line for one free throw worth 2 points. Aaliyah Boston averaging 18.7 points, and I missed how many rebounds, but she's one of the tops in the league in rebounds as she buries the free throw worth 2 points. Ball in play here with Mist. 4-2, Phantom on top. Burton over to Stewart at the 3-point line, over to Alicia Gray, wide open for 3. Can she knock one down off the back rim and misses? Janelle, salute for the super sticker. Kelsey Plum on the attacking Burton. Burton, one of the better defensive guards in the league. AB for 3, fight for the rebound, and it tips out to Brianna Stewart. Stewart on the attack. Attacks left into the paint, stops, reverse pivot, goes up, right hand off the glass, contested, and scores. Ties the game at 4. So Aaliyah Boston 4, Brianna Stewart 4. As KP gets downhill, attacks Stewart. I think Stewart might have got a hand on it. Plum went to her non-dominant hand, which is the right. As Stewart transition 3 from the wing is off, and Plum chases down the long rebound. Outlet goes out. Veronica Burton. Oh, she got a hand on it, but it drops right to Aaliyah Boston, and she has all 6 points here. 6-4. Alicia Gray. Can she knock down a jump shot? Short. She's picking up where she left off in the last game. Can't throw a rock in the ocean. Hayes on the response. She shoots an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. So it's really just been Aaliyah Boston and Brianna Stewart. That's ball in play here with Miss Burton with the ball. Most improved in the W. Last season, playing for the Valkyries, as Stewart goes downhill, draws the foul on Boston, and goes glass and 1. So it's really been, I don't know if that was a foul though, but Aaliyah Boston now with 2 fouls as Brianna Stewart draws the foul on AB. And she's frustrated with that one. I don't think it was a foul, to be completely honest with you. But it's Aaliyah Boston 6, Brianna Stewart 6. So Brianna Stewart at the line for the 3-point play. Kiki Iriafen checks in as Brianna Stewart misses the free throw. Boston would say ball don't lie. As Hayes goes downhill, attacks the left hand, and scores. It's 8-6. Finally, another Phantom player scores. Burton gets the ball stripped, gets it back. Burton steps back for 3, and they call a foul on Hayes. Alana Smith has checked in for Alicia Gray. Atlanta Smith played really well last game. Let's see if she can continue to pick that up. It is a 1v1 out there, really. Now Boston got in foul trouble, so they gonna have to wait. Alana Smith over to Stewie. Stewie versus Hayes in the post. Keeps her dribble alive and gets fouled again. Brianna Stewart with those limbs just all over the place, drawing foul after foul out there. And she's going back to the line. This time for 1 free throw worth 2 points. Tosh Cloud checks in for Tip Hayes. Hayes going to the bench here. 8-6, 4 minutes to go here on the nose. Stewart has 6 points, looking for all 8 here for missed. So it's the Brianna Stewart show here so far. Game tied at 8. Plum off the ball. Gets it over to Iriafen. Into the paint. Throws it out. Tosh Cloud saves it. With 4 on the clock. Cloud for 3. Her first shot of the game. And misses. Rebound to Stewart. Stewart all over the place. Looks to attack. Iriafen gives her a little Euro step. Shoots over her and rattles it in. It's the Brianna Stewart show out there. All 10 points for Stewie. As Iriafen gets downhill. Shoots over a Smith. Co-defensive player of the year gets the block as Arike Agumbawale gets downhill, gets her drive stolen and stripped by Kelsey Plum. Plum, transition 3, and finally somebody else from Phantom scores. Kelsey Plum, transition 3, knocks it in. Phantom retake the lead. What up, Mads? Welcome back. Over to Arike. Arike trying to get back at Plum, and they call a late foul. Plum going over to the ref and clapping all in his face. No tech avoided, though. So Agumbawale going to the line for 1 free throw worth 2 points. Glad the ref let that go a little bit. Let her get a little bit of her frustrations out before teching her up. Agumbawale knocks down the free throw worth 2 points. Missed, retake the lead. As Alana Smith gets a fingertip on it, Alana Smith is saying it's out of bounds off of Plum. And great full court defense there on the inbound. They get the turnover. Stewie inbounds to Alana Smith. Down to Agumbawale. Bad entry pass. It goes out of bounds. Smith passed that a little bit too straight, didn't put any curve on it. Ball in play here with Cloud. Cloud off the screen, guarded by Smith now. They get it down to Area Fen. Area Fen faces up against Stewie. Into the paint, goes up, and misses the right-hand lay. Alana Smith with the rebound. Stops, gets it down to Stewie. Stewie against Cloud. Two Liberty teammates there. Over to Agumbawale. Oh, finds Alana Smith on the back cut. Reverse layup is good. Moving without the ball, Alana Smith, the Australian, knocks it down. Plum, transition three, off the back of the rim, off the top of the backboard. Alana Smith with the rebound. Gets it over to Agumbawale. Lobs it in to Stewie. Stewie spins into the paint and misses the layup over Plum. Come on, Stewie. Finds Cloud on the drive. Back out to KP. Wide open for three. And it rolls off the rim. Area Fen with the rebound. Back out to Plum. Touch pass to Cloud. Cloud for three. And she's off. Smith chases down the rebound. Her BFF is stinking it up again as Enrique blows by Plum, gets to the basket, and lays it in. And a timeout on the floor missed. Up 16-11 here in this first quarter. Agumbawale just kept dribbling, got around Plum, went to the lay, lays it in. Plum stopped moving her feet. Enrique got the step and finishes. 16-11 at the end of the first. Brianna Stewart was doing a lot of the scoring early. She scored the first 10 points for Mist. I forgot his name. I think his name is Dare Ogumbawale. Enrique Ogumbawale's brother, who plays for the Houston Texans. He's in the building to watch her hoop. I can show y'all the box score for a little bit, but you're not missing out on much. It's been the Brianna Stewart show, really. Score is 16-11, 1:55 to go in the first. Aaliyah Boston with 6, but she does have 2 fouls. 2 for Hayes and 3 for Plum. For Mist, it's 10 for Stewart. And then the bench, you got 4 for Agumbawale and 2 for Alana Smith. They're showing Enrique's stats from the last 4 games. 18.5 points on 50% shooting. She's 9 for 19 from 3-point range. And 6 for 7 from the free throw line. Oh, yeah, I did see Usain Bolt was in the building. He raced De'Erica Hamby's daughter. I didn't watch the whole video, but I did see that was posted. 16-11. I'm on mute. Oh, no, I don't think I am. Ball in play here with Mist. Gray gets it over to Agumbawale. So it's Agumbawale, Gray, and Alana Smith as Enrique takes the bump, misses the fall-away jump shot. Kelsey Plum in transition down to Area Fen against Gray. Area Fen goes up and gets fouled. So that foul was on Alicia Gray. So no sound? You guys can hear me, right? Okay, cool. I'm about to say. Kiki Area Fen in that last matchup versus Miss, she had 19.7 rebounds. As she shoots the free throw, knocks it down. All right, good. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Ron, I'm not sure, my friend. Probably the browser muted or something. I'm not too sure. 16-13, Miss with the ball. You got Alana Smith trying to get it down to Alicia Gray against Kelsey Plum. She spins. Off-balance jump shot, in and out, fight for the rebound. Alana Smith fights for that and gets it. Alicia Gray spins into the lane, takes the spin, and scores. Finally, Alicia Gray was struggling for a bit there. Finally gets a shot to fall. 18-13. Cloud with the ball. Gets to the foul line. Foul line jump shot is good. That's where she can do a lot of her work there at that foul line area. 18-15. Agumbawale over to Gray. Gray comes off the screen. Sees Area Fen jump past to Alana Smith. And they call a foul on Natasha Cloud for a push in the back. Phantom knot happy with a lot of these fouls being called here in this first quarter. They have 5 fouls, so they're in the bonus now. Mist will be shooting. Oh, your AirPods ran out of battery. Got you. 18-15. 1 free throw for 2, and Alana Smith airballs. So was it even worth it? You know, when you airball, you try to warm up your hands. That's what she just did. She tried to blow in her hands like it's cold. Nah, you just airball. It's all right. You ain't gotta lie. Ball in play here with Phantom. Kelsey Plum with the ball. Tries to step through. Might have traveled. Kiki Iriafen into the paint. Reverse layup is up and good. The 1-point game here. 18-17. Smith with the ball. Hands off to Gray. Gray lobs it up to Smith. Smith reverse layup. Did a nice little double clutch and lays it in. 12 seconds to go here. 20-17. Plum with the ball. Dancing behind the Iriafen screen. Has Alicia Gray on the island. Blows by her. Throws it out, and they call a foul on the pass. With 3.9 seconds to go. Alana Smith in disbelief. (20-17). 3.9 seconds to go in this first quarter. Kelsey Plum to inbound. Sideline inbounds here. Plum into Iriafen. Iriafen with 2 on the clock. Corner to Cloud. Cloud doesn't even recognize the clock's expiring. She takes a sidestep. Knocks down to 3, but it's way too late. And missed up 20-17 at the end of the first. It is Dana Evans in that red miniskirt over there. I was trying to figure out who that was. It's Dana Evans. Let's get ready for the second quarter. And let's take a look at the box score. Let's take a refresh here. 20-17 at the end of the first. 20-17. You got Phantom Aaliyah Boston had the first 6 points, then got into foul trouble, so she's on the bench. Hayes with 2 points, 3 for KP, 2 for Natasha Cloud, and 4 for Iriafen. 35% from the field. They made both their free throws. They're 1 for 7 from 3. For Miss, Veronica Burton yet to score. 2 for Alicia Gray. 10 for Brianna Stewart. She had the first 10 points for Miss. 4 for Agumba Wale and Smith. They're shooting 50% from the field. 0 for 3 from 3-point range. And that's the stats. 20-17. At halftime, y'all, I'll pull up the brackets again, and then we can sort of have like a prediction type thing during the whole halftime. Who we think is gonna advance at least in some of these rounds. Oh, Matt, salute. I see you on the Cash App. Salute for that. Appreciate you always. Salute to everybody hanging around with me. Phantom, 82% in the lead here. I'm gonna end this poll. We got about another minute until this timeout is over, or this break is over. 82% of y'all said Phantom, 18% said Mist. Very interesting. Let's see. Let us see. What did I want to check? I wanted to check some NBA scores. For those who are NBA inclined, Lakers are losing to the Warriors 39-36. Jazz are beating the Magic. Hawks are beating the Hornets. Sixers are beating the Suns right now in the first quarter. Rockets beat the Thunder earlier today. Spurs beat the Mavericks earlier today. Let me see how much Coop had. Sorry, I know we're on Cooper Flack had... No, he didn't have that great of a game. Only 14 points. Victor Wembanyama had 16. Oh, Steph Castle had 40 points, 12 rebounds, 12 assists. That's wild. Steph Castle out of UConn. Salute to him. That's crazy. 40, 12, and 12. That's crazy. All right, broadcast is back. Broadcast is back. They're interviewing Arike Gumbawale's brother right now. Oh yeah, all them trades at the deadline were crazy in the NBA. They see it's fake wide open, so going for it. As Stewie's back in the game, is VB Stewie and Lee Rue as Burton misses. Lee Rue with the tip out to Burton, who gets it out to Stewie for 3, and she misses. Lee Rue with another rebound goes up. Left hand layup is good. So Lee Rue, 2 rebounds off the bench and scores 22-17. Tip Hayes back in the game. Long 2. Fight for the rebound. Area Fenn just feasting on the boards. Gets another one and scores 22-19. Lee Rue dribbles out. Gets it over to Stewie. Stewie over to Burton. Burton sets up for a 3. Can she hit it? In and out. Area Fenn with the rebound. Throws it down to Hayes. Hayes falling out of bounds. Throws it back to Area Fenn. Trips in the paint. That should be a foul. It is a foul. (22-19). I hope they didn't challenge this. It might be a challenge. I don't know. That's a little. That might be a questionable one there. They're challenging the ruling on the floor of a defensive foul. I think they're gonna get them for the trip down low. So I don't know if that was a good challenge. Area Fenn drives into the paint. Yeah, the left-footed Lee Rue. I don't know. I don't think that they should have challenged that, but it is what it is. So I think it was a trip on Yuru. So the foul might transfer from Stewie to Yuru, depending on who they call it on. So the challenge is successful because the foul is not on Stewart, it's on Yuru for the trip. So I don't know if it was worth it, maybe to keep Stewart without a foul, but you don't get another challenge if you win or lose. So I guess I don't know. I don't know if it was worth it, but I guess to keep Stewart out of foul trouble, it maybe would be. Oh, I did do that, right? Area Fenn knocks down the free throw worth 2 points. She's having a good game. It's 1 point game now. 22-21. Area Fenn up to 8 points. Lee Rue taking a contested 3. What the hell? And she misses off the back rim. Phantom quickly attacking, looking to retake the lead. Area Fenn faces up on Stewart. Gets it out to Cloud. Cloud drives by Yuru out to Hayes. Hayes, that little catapult 3 is off. Stewart snags the rebound, gets it out to Burton. Burton gets it down to Yuru. Oh, what just happened? Back out to Burton. Burton for 3 can't get it. Yuru with the rebound out to Stewart. Back down to Lee. Lee saves it. Back out to Stewart. Stewart for 3. Oh my goodness. Yuru with another offensive rebound out to Burton. Down to Yuru and a foul on Cloud. Yeah, I was never a fan of those 2 20-minute halves. I get it, but it is what it is. So Yuru's already come in and she snagged like a bunch of offensive rebounds. Lee Yuru 4 offensive rebounds. Ball in play with Uru over to Burton. Burton comes off the screen. Burton in the post against Hayes. Her Valkyrie's teammate gets into the paint. No foul call? I'm about to say that is a foul call. And Hayes, who always ends up on the floor, not happy with that foul call. And as her teammates help her up, it's 22-21. Burton at the line for 1 free throw worth 2 points here. Burton trying to say the foul was on Aaliyah Boston. A little clever one. I like VB. 22-21. Burton at the line for 1 free throw worth 2 points. And Burton knocks it down. So it's 24-21. It's Plum back on the floor. Plum, Area Fen, and Aaliyah Boston. So they're going double big to match the missed double big. As Plum goes up and gets called for a foul. I can't challenge that because they've already used their challenge. So Burton will pick up the shooting foul. Okay, so KP at the line. Yeah, that definitely does save time instead of shooting 2 free throws. Just 1 free throw worth 2, 1 free throw worth 3. And then, of course, if you get fouled on the and 1, that's 1 for 1. 24-23 as Plum knocks down the free throw. Stewart over to Uru. Uru gets it down to Stewie. Stewie hand off to VB, right baseline. Drops it down to Stewart. Stewart goes up. Tip rebound is good. So she missed the initial one. On the second jump, she just tips it back up high in the sky, and it drops right in. 26-23. Plum playing behind the screen. Keeps her dribble alive. Finds Boston. Throws up the floater. She misses. Tips out her own miss out to Plum. Plum dribbles out. 8 on the shot clock. Plum dribbles right. Gets cut off. 5 on the clock. Tries to come back left. Gets cut off by Stewart. Throws it, and they call a foul on Stewart. Oh, that was... They had her locked up, and Stewart got a little bit too aggressive there and knocked Plum down. That's 2 fouls on Breanna Stewart. (26-23). So it gives Phantom another possession here. 4:04 to go here. Ball back with Phantom. Plum with the ball. Top of the key. Dribbles right. Contested 3. She buries it. That hurts for Phantom. They had to stop, foul, and Phantom tie the game at 26. Stewart over to Agumbawale, who checked in for Burton at that last dead ball. Agumbawale tries to get downhill. Good defense by Area Fen. Up top to Uru. Uru steps in for a 3 off the front of the rim. And rebound to Area Fen. Plum down to Boston. Ball gets tipped. But, oh, what a pass by Plum to Area Fen. And Phantom retake the lead. 28-26. Stewie with the ball. Attacks Area Fen. Gets stonewalled. Over to Uru. Baseline jump shot. She rattles it in from the right baseline. So she missed a couple threes, but she knocks down the baseline 2. And it ties the game at 28. We got a good one, y'all. Very competitive, even, and tied as we go to another break here. Mess. And KP is the person they show on the cam as they go to timeout here. Let's take a look at the box score while we have some time here. Hiram, Griner not in this game, my boy. Griner don't play for Phantom anymore. Griner played in the last game. I don't think she had a lot of points. I think she had like 9 points in that last game. Griner plays for Vinyl. Yeah, I think she had 9 points. I'll tell you right now. Look, yeah, Brittany Griner had 9 points last game. 28-28 is the score. 3:19 to go. Phantom, you got Aaliyah Boston with 6 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. Hayes with 2, 8 for KP. 2 for Cloud and 10 for Area Fen with 4 rebounds. You got missed. You got Veronica Burton with 2, 2 for Alicia Gray, 12 for Stewie. She had 10 in the first quarter, 4 for Agumbawale, 4 for Smith, and 4 for Yeru. So everybody has scored. Grinder had 9.6 rebounds. Hiram. 6 rebounds. So that's the box score for this game. They still haven't hit the 3 missed. They're 0 for 9 for 3. So they're looking like vinyl from last game, but they have it tied because they've been drawing fouls. Phantom 2 for 9 from 3. I think KP's knocked down both of them. Yep. 2 for 4 for Kelsey Plum. You bet for her to have 15 PRA, so you had 9.6 rebounds, 15. Damn, so you right on 15. So unless it's if you bet for her to have 15 exact or like not 14 not 15 and a half, then what do you do? Is that a push? I don't know how that works. Yeah, she didn't have no assists. Sorry, my boy. 9.6 rebounds. So you should be fine. You should at least get your money back or win. I don't know how that works. All right, they're coming back to the broadcaster. They have Coach Renika Hodges mic'd up right now. All right, so let's see what this the rest of this second quarter entails here. Ball and play here with KP at the controls here. Plum over the area Fen. So it's Plum, area Fen, and Boston for Phantom. Smith, Gray, and Agumbawale for, oh, wow. Gray loses area Fen on the cut, and it's a nice pass from KP to area Fen, and she's absolutely putting in work here. The two bigs for Phantom. Alicia Gray attacks area Fen, throws up the floater, doesn't get a call. Area Fen with another rebound here. Plum in transition. Tries to get it down to AB. Pass pulls her out of the paint. AB in the post against Smith. Picks up her dribble. Nowhere to go. Back out to Plum with 4 on the clock. For 3. Off the front rim. Boston gets the rebound. Putback is good. Just out-muscled Atlanta Smith. It's a 4-point game. 32-28. Agumbawale with the ball. Guarded by Plum. Has her on an island here. Right to left crossover. Goes left. Bumps off her. Fall away jump shot is good. That's what Enrique can do for you. 32-30. Ball over to Boston. Gray trying to defend. Kiki area defending the post. Plum does a nice little hezzy move. Goes off with the left hand and scores. 34-30 as Gray gets fouled by area Fen on the drive on the other end. And she'll go to the line for 1 free throw worth 2 points. Alicia Gray struggling the last 2 games. Let's see if she can get it going here to keep Mist within striking distance. So area Fen to the bench. Alicia Gray at the line. And she rattles in the free throw worth 2 points. It's a 2-point game here. 34-32. Cloud, Boston, and who's this? Plum on the court. Oh, Plum, another pass to Boston. Boston settles herself and scores. It's too easy down there. 36-32. Gray with the ball. Gray gets downhill, drops it off to Smith. Smith, I don't know if she got blocked or she just hit the bottom of the backboard, but Phantom are coming down the other way, and Atlanta Smith from behind gets the steal. Throws it out to Gray. Gray in transition, and the ball gets stripped by Plum. Alicia Gray saying, how's that not a foul? She's taking her breathing exercises, looking at the ref menacingly. That is a foul by Agumbawale, but that was a good steal there by Atlanta Smith. And that's a foul there by Natasha Cloud being a little aggressive there on the trailing position there. Yeah, Matt. Ball over to Gray. Gray gets downhill. She's not a righty. Loses the ball. Gets blocked by Aaliyah Boston as she recollected the ball. 36-32. Cloud over to Plum. Plum comes off the screen going right. Agumbawale staying right on her. Plum dribbles right. Tries to go baseline. Bumps off Agumbawale under the basket. Jump past to Boston. Boston for 3. Air ball. Rebound to Agumbawale. In transition. 1-2. Goes corner to Smith, and she loses the ball out of bounds. The pass was a little off target. It was at her shoelaces and going out of bounds. So 36-32, Phantom have a 4-point lead here with 51 seconds to go in the quarter. Ball in play here with KP. She's up to, what's this, 10 points, 5 assists. Yep. Plum down to Area Fenn, who checks back in. Stewart guarding her. Goes around Stewart, misses the layup. Rebound to Stewart. Stewart pushing it in transition. Stewart downhill, Euro steps across the lane. Floater is up and good. Brianna Stewart with the finish. Comes back into the game, gets right to work. Area Fenn with the ball. Takes the mid-range jump shot off the front of the rim. Gray with the rebound. 20 seconds to go. Gray Euro steps on Plum, throws up the floater. She don't get a foul. She's yelling at the ref for a foul. Plum blows by everybody. That might have been a travel, and they call a foul. And she just got a tech. Alicia Gray gets a tech. And I seen that coming. She's been frustrated all evening. So Kelsey Plum at the line for the technical free throw. I seen that tech coming a mile away. You could just see the frustration building every possession down the court. (37-34). Alicia Gray still talking to the refs. Now Kelsey Plum going to the line for one free throw worth 2 points now after she hit the tech. So this could be a 3-point swing, and it is. So it's 39-34 here with 10 seconds to go. Brianna Stewart crosses half court with 5 to go here. Stewart attacks Area Fenn. Jump pass to Agumbawale for 3 at the buzzer off the back rim. And that's how the half ends. 39-34. So that tech and foul at the end gives Phantom some breathing room here. 39-34. As I mentioned, Alicia Gray not having the best night. But both teams 6-3 as we go into the half. Let's see how the second half turns out. But let's get ready for the third quarter, and then we'll take a look at the box score. Oh, wrong button. Let's do that. And let's do that. Right? 8 minutes for halftime. Starts now. So let me refresh this page for us. 39-34 is the score. 39-34. Aaliyah Boston has 10 points and 5 rebounds. 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. Hayes with 2, 13 for KP, 2 for Cloud, 12 for Area Fenn with 6 rebounds. She came off the bench and was putting in work. For Miss, Veronica Burton with 2 points. Alicia Gray with 4 points on 1 of 7 shooting. 14 for Brianna Stewart with 5 rebounds. 6 for Arike Gumbawale, 4 for Smith and Euro. 37.5% from 1 second. Let me mute this. 37.5% from the field for Miss. They still haven't made a 3. They're 0 for 10. And they're 5 for 7 from the line. For Phantom, they're shooting 41.9% from the field, 18% from 3, and they've made all 6 of their free throws. All right, so that is the score at the half. What I wanted to do was take a look at these pods. I'm gonna go back to pod A, and then Put in the chat, y'all. We're gonna start off with this first matchup. This should be easy. I'm not even gonna do that. Kelsey Mitchell moves on to the second round. Courtney Williams and Veronica Burton. Who y'all think will win that matchup? Courtney Williams, Veronica Burton. I'm gonna say Courtney Williams. That's my vote. Courtney Williams is my vote. I think Veronica Burton. I don't think. I don't know. I don't think she offensively can. She's not an off the dribble shooter. So I don't think her shot would be good enough to beat Courtney. Or you say Burton. Interesting. Matt. I'm gonna say Courtney Williams on that one. Just keep putting in the chat. I'm gonna keep going through them. Skylar Diggins, Jordan Canada. I gotta go with the old Wiley vet, Sky Dig. I'm going Sky Dig. And then Plum Heidemann, I'm going Plum. I don't think that should be too crazy. I'm gonna just do the first round for each. I ain't gonna go to the second round. Let's do Pod B. Paige Beckers, Kate Martin. I'm going Paige Beckers. Agumba Wale versus Sykes. I'm going Sykes for the upset. I'm going Sykes for the upset on Agumba Wale. Let me know what y'all think. So Paige for me is Paige over Kate, and then Sykes over Agumba Wale. I think that's what I'm feeling like. You got J.O. versus Hayes. This is an interesting one. I'm gonna go J.O. And Gray versus Cloud. Damn. I'm gonna go Gray. Sorry, Cloud. I'm gonna go Gray on this one. Let me know your thoughts, y'all, as we go through. You got Jackie and Gray. All right, cool. I think we in the same boat there. Let's go this one. Next Pod C. Alicia Gray, Sanaya Rivers. I'm going Alicia Gray. I don't trust Sanaya Rivers' offensive bag right now from what I've been seeing. Copper versus Jackson. I'm going Rakia. That's where a lot of my upsets are lying in this 4-5 matchup. I'm going Rakia over Kalia. 3-6 Mabry versus Citron. I'm going Marina. Marina got her bag is too deep. I'm going Marina. And Ryan Howard versus Burrell. I'm going Burrell. Ryan Howard, she's too streaky for me. Let me know your thoughts here, y'all. Mads, what you got? Yo, you're excited? It starts Wednesday. I have it in the Discord as always. To be tapped in the Discord. And last but not least. Let me see. These are the bigs here. Brianna Stewart versus Leah Rue. That's curtains. Brianna Stewart. But we seen Brianna Stewart get upset last year. Aaliyah Edwards like 11-0'd her. So I wouldn't put it past Brianna Stewart to lose. Aaliyah Boston versus Alyssa Thomas. That should be a good one. Shoulders versus young shoulders. I don't know. They're both very physical in the paint, so that should be a interesting one. Hamby versus Austin. We just saw that matchup earlier. Austin was winning early. Hamby started winning late, so I'm gonna go Shakira Austin on that one. And then Aaliyah Edwards, who made it all the way to the final game made it to the championship game last season against Dom Malonga. I gotta go with the second place finisher, Aaliyah Edwards. That is my vote. So I'm gonna write all these down and before Wednesday, and then we'll see if I was right. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Long day. It's approaching 10 p.m. Eastern here in New York. Appreciate you guys hanging out for some Unrivaled Hoops as we're about 90 seconds away from halftime being over. 90 seconds. We'll get off that. This is the score, 39-34 if you're just joining us. 39-34. Let's see if Miss can have another run in them and take the lead. Looks like Veronica Burton's getting some shots up to show the players warming up. But a lot of the things I saw in the first half, that Kelsey Plum, Aaliyah Boston pick and roll, or Kelsey Plum, Kiki Area Fen pick and roll was working to perfection in that first half. Remember, Miss still shot 0 for 10 from 3, so. Brendan Glassheet and Sarah Kustok talking about that first half of what they can do here. All right, they're talking about Kelsey Plum and her impact in that first half. As you can see from the box score, she had 13 points and 5 assists. And she's hit the only 2 threes that Phantom have made tonight. So let's see. 13 points for Plum, 12 for Area Fen, 14 for Stewart, 6 for Agumbawale. Those are the leading scorers for both teams. Keys to a comeback, miss, pace, and space. And then you have game plan discipline for the missed. That is the keys to a comeback here. Ball in play here to start the third quarter. Plum with the ball. Gets it over to Boston. Boston faces up on Stewart. Out to Plum. Plum, catch, shot, 3, good. Kelsey Plum knocks down the 3. The third 3 of the night for Phantom, and her third 3 of the game. Burton down to Stewart. Stewart. Oh, tries to find Gray on the cut, and they call a foul on Hayes. I don't know if that one was a foul, but listen, it works out. 42-34. This might be the largest lead of the game for either team. You got handoff to Veronica Burton. Burton comes off the screen, puts Plum in the post, goes across the lane, goes off glass with the scoop and score. Veronica Burton gets on the board, knocks down that scoop layup. 42-36. 6-3 teams as Plum gets fouled on the drive. I think it was on Burton. Mad funny. Also, they said the foul was on the floor, so they'll inbound, sideline inbound here. Hayes gets it into Boston. Back to Hayes. Hayes at the top of the key here with 7 on the shot clock. Looking for Plum off the screen. Plum, catch, shot 3, same spot. Different result. She misses. As Brianna Stewart with the rebound goes coast to coast and lays it in. Attacks Aaliyah Boston, who didn't want to get another foul, and she scores. Hayes comes off the screen. A rescreen from Boston. Probe and jump pass over to Plum. Plum on the left side. Back over right side to Hayes. Hayes drives. Attacks Burton. Double clutches the layup. Misses. She's on the floor. They have a 3-on-2. Burton with the ball over to Gray. Can Gray hit their first 3 of the night? And she misses. Burton jump pass to Stewart. And she lays it in. So Hayes was on the floor in the backcourt. Gave them a 3-on-2 advantage as Hayes attacks again. Goes up for the layup and scores. She gets the layup to go that time. 44-40. Burton with the ball. They should get the ball down to Stewart. Stewart spins on Plum. Takes the bump. Goes glass. Can't get it to go. But is fouled. So that play by Burton was nice. She caught the rebound. As she's on the way down, bounce passes it to Stewart, who goes up and lays it in. 44-40. Stewart at the line again for 1 free throw worth 2 points. She's up to 18 points and 7 rebounds tonight. Going for 20, and she knocks it in. 44-42 is the score. Cloud has checked into the game for Hayes. As Stewart picks Cloud's pocket. Down the lane, Stewart gets the bump from Cloud. And Stewart back to the line, excuse me. Cloud not happy. So Cloud tries to drive on Stewart, those long limbs. She picks her pocket from behind after she turns her. She's like, I seen you in practice. We practice on the Liberty together. That's cookies. And we have a timeout on the floor here. Miss do lead Unrivaled in steals per game, according to Brendan Glass Sheen on the call. 44-42. Coach Renika Hodges is here. I'm gonna let y'all take a listen to her.
Don't let them steal this game from us. Listen to me. Don't let the refs steal this game from us. Look, Saul, your ball. Hit AB. Sprint. Listen, Tosh, your ball. Hit AB. Sprint down here to set this screen for KP. KP, come off it. If they try to switch or anything, slip it. AB, if you can hit Tosh, hit her. I got you. Come on, let's go.
So that was Coach Renika Hodges on that inside the huddle there. (44-42). As we go into there should be foul shots here. Five minutes to go in this one. I'm gonna roll my clock down till we get to the 5:01 mark. So Stewart at the line again, one free thrower of 2 points, and she knocks it in. So it's a tie game at 44. Natasha Cloud off the inbound, drives quickly up the court, goes over to Plum. They leave Aaliyah Boston dead-eye three from the top of the key, misses. Rebound to Stewart. Stewart over to Gray. Can Gray wake up here? Gray dancing to three-point line, takes a contested three. Aaliyah Boston, great defense, chases down the rebound. Boston into the paint, spins up, under, reverses. Hook shot over Stewart is good. Alicia Gray, her head is just not in it tonight. She had the open three. Burton goes behind the back to her right hand and scores. Plum quickly up the other way over to Cloud. Cloud pump fakes for three. Cloud at the foul line. Jump shot is short. Fight for the rebound. They call a foul on Burton trying to box out Boston. Size advantage if I've ever seen one. Foul on Burton there. So game tied at 46. 4:20 to go here. Ball in play here with Plum. Spins into Stewart. Throws it out to Boston. Boston steps in. Midi is up. Too strong. Rebound to Stewart. Stewart calls for the play. Wants to screen on Boston. Crosses over on Boston. Double clutches. Throws it up. Gets fouled and will go to the line. So Brianna Stewart just bully balling her way into the paint, forcing them to foul. She's drawn 7 fouls tonight. It literally just going into the paint and forcing you. It's either you going to foul me or I'm going to make the shot. She's up to 22 points and 9 rebounds here. Stewart at the line for another free thrower of 2 points. And she cashes in. So she's knocking down the free throws. Missed, retake the lead here. So it's Cloud, Boston, and Plum on the court for Phantom. Plum with the ball. Plum dribbles right baseline. Bounce pass out to Cloud. Cloud loads up wide open three. Too strong. Stewart can't get their long rebound. Plum just takes a set shot too and scores. And looks at the missed bench. She didn't even jump. She literally just went on her tippy toes and shot the lefty jumper. And Natasha Cloud with another foul, this time on Alicia Gray. And that's 5 fouls on Cloud. And I think she might have got a tech. Yep, and she got teched. And she's taking off all her equipment. She's like, this is over. So Alicia Gray at the line for the tech. Maybe this will get her woken up here. And she knocks down the free throw worth 1 point. 49-48, missed on top. And now she's at the line for the free throw worth 2 points. Yeah, Ron, this is a much better game, definitely. I was thinking of things to talk about at that other game until the fourth quarter. She knocks down the free throw worth 2. It's 51-48. Plum with the ball. 3:28 to go here. Plum guarded by Burton. Plum gets to her left hand. Burton staying right in front of her. She steps through, double clutches, and scores. KP. Whoa, why is the buzzer going off? I think it was... I don't know what... I guess it was a timeout. Or probably a TV timeout they had to get to. But the score is 50-51. I think I added a thing to the wrong team. That's on me. 50-51 is the score. Missed on top by 1. Much more competitive game. It can go either way right now. Let's take a look at the box score while we have some time here. Refresh this. 51-50, 3:20 to go. Aaliyah Boston, 12 points. She had like 6 in the first quarter. She's had 6 in the following 2. 7 rebounds for her with 2 blocks. Hayes with 4. She's in foul trouble. 4 fouls. You got 5 fouls for Cloud. She has 2 points. 20 for KP with 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Iria Fenn with 12 points and 6 boards. For Mist, you got Burton with 6, 7 for Gray on 1 of 9 shooting. That's awful. 7 for 13 for Stewie. She's 5 for 6 from the free throw line. 24 points, 9 rebounds. Got Agumbawale with 6, 4 for both Smith and Euro. They're shooting 42% from the field. They still haven't made a 3, 0 for 12. But they've at the line 12 times. They're 10 of 12 from the line. Still haven't made a 3, and this game is in the third quarter, halfway through the third quarter. We got another minute left of this timeout break. $51-50 is the score. Let me scroll up. Oh, the Hornets have won their 9th straight game. 1 game shy of tying their all-time franchise record. Look at the Hornets. Exciting team to watch. Lakers up 63-55. Sixers up 57-45. Some good games. Or good results, I should say. Oh, James Harden's debut with the Cavaliers is tonight. I might have to take a look at that after this. All right, broadcast is coming back, y'all. Broadcast is coming back. And Ballin played to Stewart as we return to the third quarter. Stewart at the controls. Handoff to Alicia Gray. Comes off the screen. And Hayes runs over Veronica Burton, her Valkyrie's teammate. So that means that's free throws. So because Phantom are in the foul bonus, Miss will shoot free throws the rest of this quarter, which is not good for Phantom. Everybody complaining about fouls on both sides. 51-50. Burton at the line. 1 free throw worth 2. She knocks it down. So it's a 3-point game. Who's this? Hayes with the ball. Top to Kelsey Plum. Pump fakes for 3. Guarded by Burton. Attacks right. Steps back. Shoots to step back. Ooh, tough shot. KP ties the game at 53. What is happening right now? The referees are a little confused right now. 53-53. Kelsey Plum going to her right. Step back. Shoots to 3. Ball in play to Burton. Gets it over to Stewart. Quickly up the court. Over to Gray. Gray with the ball. Left to right crossover. Picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Stewart. Stewart pump fakes for 3. Stewart steps back. Tries to step through. One leg fall away over Boston. Tough shot. Long rebound out to Gray. Shot clock resets. Gray jab steps right. Tries to spin back left and loses the ball. Hayes in transition. Catapult 3 is good. And Phantom retake the lead. 56-53. Burton down the hill. Gets bumped by Plum. And Burton will go to the line for 1 free throw worth 2 points. Burton, a little left leg a little shaken up. She has the sleeve on it. And Burton, I think, knocks down the free throw. They were showing a replay, but the score changed. So it's 56-55. Boston down to area Fenn. Back to Boston. Boston loads up for a 3, and she buries it. So there was a little size advantage down low. Agumbawale guarding area Fenn. Stewie went for the double. They threw it back out to Boston. She knocks down the 3. 59-55. Gumbawale over to Stewie. Stewie over to Enrique. Enrique drives from the corner, shoots a contested midi, and misses. Area Fenn with the rebound. Over to Plum. Boston down to area Fenn. Swims on Enrique and scores. 61-55. Miss take a timeout here, as the Phantom have gone on a little bit of a run here. 61-55. The area Fenn Boston tandem down low is being given missed fits. (61-55) as we're in a timeout right now. So Phantom is winning in the foul count. Mist is winning in the foul count, but Phantom is winning in the three-pointers made. So it's Mist basketball. Let's see if they can close this quarter on a nice run here before we go into the fourth quarter. Atlanta Smith has checked in. Haven't seen her in a while. Smith with the ball, finds Enrique on a back cut, finds out to Stewie. Can they hit their first 3? No, they cannot. And they call a foul on Area Fenn on Atlanta Smith going for the rebound. So Atlanta Smith will go to the line for free throws. It's like a march to the foul line here. Let's see if Atlanta Smith doesn't airball another one. She makes that one, though. 61-57. Free throws keeping Mist in this game. Plum with the ball. Attacks Atlanta Smith. Has her on an island. Blows by her. Oh, and they call a foul. They say before the shot, it was on the floor. (61-57). A minute 3 to go in this one. They get the ball into area Fenn. Faces up on Stewart. Steps through and gets fouled on the rip through. So area Fenn will go to the line for 1 free throw worth 2 points. So Kiki at the line, she has 14.7 rebounds at the line for the free throw, and she knocks it down. So it's 63-57, under a minute to go here. Stewart with the ball. Stewart drives left, goes baseline, goes for a reverse layup, can't get it. Agumbawale gets the offensive rebound, attacks KP, spins, throws it out to Smith. Smith for three, they need it. They can't buy a three, and then the outlet goes to Kiki, and she lays it in easily. Kiki Irifin got bumped in the backcourt to get to Smith. Back to Stewart. Stewart left-hand layup is good. 26 for Breanna Stewart. 65-59. Plum with the ball. Goes left. Back out to Kiki. Corner to Boston. Boston right wing three. That's 2 threes for Aaliyah Boston. 9-point game going into the fourth here. Can Miss make another basket? Enrique over to Smith. Smith on the drive. Gets the ball ripped out of her hand by Iria Fenn. 5 on the clock. Gets it over to Plum. Back to Iria Fenn. Layup is good. And just like that, it's a double-digit lead. 70-59. Ball into Alana Smith. She shoots a 3. Air ball. And that's how the quarter ends. Wow. So in the blink of an eye, Aaliyah Boston knocking down the 3 has opened up the game. And then a couple late bad decisions by Mist force Phantom or allow Phantom to get easy baskets in transition. 70-59 in the blink of an eye. Winning score is 81. Wow. That's crazy. That switch just momentum just switched in an instant there. Let's take a look at this. 70-59. I need to look at the play-by-play because it was just a close game. It was 61-57. Alana Smith made her free throw. Kiki makes her free throw. Then the miss. Kiki makes a layup. Stewart makes a layup. Boston makes a 3. Smith turns it over. Kiki makes a layup. And just like that, it's a 11-point game. Crazy. Even with them not having as many foul shots, the 3 is helping them. They've hit 7 threes. Mist are 0 for 14 from 3. Boston with 18.7 rebounds on 2 of 5 shooting from 3. Got 23 for Kelsey Plum with 6 rebounds and 7 assists. 20 for Kiki off the bench with 7 rebounds. And then you got Miss. You got 10 for Veronica Burton, 7 for Gray. She's having a stinker. 26 and 9 for Breanna Stewart. 6 for Agumbawale, 6 for Smith, 4 for Yeru. But that 0 for 14 from 3, if they even make half of those, even 5 of those, that's 15 points there. And this game could be a whole different story, but they can't throw a rock in the ocean from 3. $70-59. 70-59. We have about a minute until the fourth quarter starts. It's looking like y'all predictions are ringing true. Majority of y'all said Phantom would win this one. So let's see if that stays true. Well, we saw a mini comeback in the last game. This deficit is not as big as that one. That one was 24. This one is only 11. They're showing some Kiki Iriafen highlights. She's been doing a lot of her work in the paint. And then she just rips Alana Smith on the other end. Oh, no, she double dribbled on that last play. That was crazy. I just saw that. She just double dribbled and they didn't call it. That is hilarious. All right, untimed fourth quarter here. First to 81 wins. Burton, Smith, and Stewart. Ball out to Alana Smith. She can hit the three, and she buries it. Good play call to start the quarter for Mist as Alana Smith knocks down their first three of the night. This is the same thing that happened in the Vinyl game. They finally hit a three in the fourth quarter. Will it be too little too late? Area Fenn tries her luck at a three. Too strong. Cloud gets the offensive rebound. Cloud goes over to Area Fenn, who drives baseline. She stepped on the out-of-bounds line. All right, so it's an 8-point game here, 70-62. So it's Burton, Stewart, and Smith in for Mist. Cloud, Boston, and Area Fenn in. As Boston goes downhill, gets cut off. Hand off to Stewart. Over to Smith. Back to Stewart. Stewart back to Smith. Smith freezes, goes up, scores. So 5 points for Alana Smith to start this quarter. 6-point game. Cloud almost gets it stolen as Kiki Iriafen picks it up. Over to Cloud at the foul line of Boston. Boston out to Cloud. Cloud drives, goes up for the scoop. That's a foul on Stewart. She got the ball, but hits Cloud with the body. So Cloud will go to the line for free throws. So Breanna Stewart told her teammates the same thing I said. Like, Vinyl almost came back from a 24-point deficit and almost won. We're right here. We just got to do the business. As Cloud hits the free throw worth 2 points, Phantom bring KP back in. So it's Plum, Cloud, and Boston on the court now. Alicia Gray also back in. And she almost loses the ball and gets tapped out by Cloud. So Gray just not having a good game tonight. Ball into Stewart. Stewart drives into the paint. Jump pass over to Gray. Gray gets downhill. Fight for the rebound, and it goes off of Stewart and out of bounds. And then the ref changes his mind. It's out of Boston. Boston gets her hand in there. So 1.1 seconds to go. So they have. Oh, Burton throws it off. Plum throws up a shot over her head and scores. What a play by Veronica Burton. Threw it off Kelsey Plum's back on the inbound and just reverse laid it in. What a play. Cloud with the ball over to Plum. Plum comes off the screen, steps back, a long two off the front of the rim. 72-66. Burton with the ball. Burton looks to attack Cloud, hands it off to Gray. Gray spins in, double clutches. Oh, it rolls off. It just has not been her night tonight. Plum on the run, left to right crossover quickly. Plum into the paint, shoots over Burton, off the front of the rim and in. Kelsey Plum smells it is game time. Burton with the ball. Over to Stewart, right side to Alicia Gray. Jump pass to Stewart, rolling down the lane. Left hand layup is good for Breanna Stewart. New career high and unrivaled for Breanna Stewart. Burton almost gets the steal. Gets it over to Boston. Boston spins out. Over to Cloud. Cloud for three. Oh, big shot, Tosh. And a timeout on the floor. Huge shot by Tosh. Dealing with foul trouble all night. Buries that three from the left wing. And they're 4 points away from another win against Mist. And they showed that Veronica Burton inbound play. That was a nice play by Veronica. But Mist down 9 here. Phantom 4 points away from the win. So let's see what happens here. So as I mentioned, career high and unrivaled for Breanna Stewart. She has 28 points, 10 rebounds. But whoever wins here will have sole possession of second place. Both teams at 6-3. So let's see if Miss have one more push in them. Yeah, Magic. It may be, but let's see. 77-68. Brianna Stewart with the ball. Hand off to Burton. Burton with the ball. Burton sets behind for a three. Oh, and Burton cashes out for three. So they've hit their second three of the game in the fourth quarter. 6-point game here. Cloud over to Boston. Boston back to Cloud. Cloud gets downhill. Cut off by Stewart. She stumbles and trips. Plum picks up the ball for three. Oh, broken play, and Plum knocks down the three. They're 1 point away from the win. Burton goes behind the back. She likes that move, and she misses. Gets her own rebound after a fumble. Stewart for three. No, she misses. And Coach Hodges says, slow it down. They throw it down to Boston. Boston dribbles it out. Over to Cloud. Cloud for three. And the win. Oh! And she knocks down the three. That is the game, set, and match. Phantom get the win. So Taj Cloud dealing with foul trouble all night long. Hits two big threes here in the fourth quarter to give Phantom the lead, and she hits the game winner. Phantom sweep the season series on Mist. Mist dropped to 6-4 on the season. Phantom moved to 7-3. Alicia Gray not having a good night at all. Gets her eye dotted for the game. Damn. Cold world, son. Let's take a look at the box score before we head out of here. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. That would help. There we go. 83-71. Natasha Cloud hits the game winner. So salute to y'all. Y'all got that prediction right. Boston with 18 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. Hayes with 7. Plum with 28. You had Cloud with 10 points. Hits 2 threes in that fourth quarter. Area Fenn with 20. They knocked down 10 threes in that game. They gave him a good win. They shot 52% from the field as well. Missed. You got 15 for Burton, 7 for Alicia Gray. Brianna Stewart, career high 28 and unrivaled with 10 rebounds. 6 for Ogumbawale. Alana Smith with 11. Lee Yaru with 4. They shot 2 for 17. They hit only those 2 in the fourth quarter. 40% from the field. Let's take a listen to Kelsey Plum.
Kelsey, a good win for you guys. I mean, what did you feel like the momentum shifted and you guys were going to take over and win this one?
You know, I was just really proud of our group. I thought we stayed composed. That was the word at halftime. Basketball's a game of runs, and I was just really proud of everyone that came in. And just, I think it was a full team effort. Everyone had spurts. I mean, Kiki was phenomenal. AB, Tosh came in, hit big shots. Tiff might have got the short end of the stick tonight. Sometimes that's what happens. But really just proud of everyone. It was a great team win.
Yeah, Dana told us earlier that the chemistry level with this team is so high, and you guys only spent
Hope you
small
guys can
time
hear
together.
that. Kelsey Plum
What do you
finished
credit that
with
to?
28 points.
I just think everyone
6
doesn't have an ego.
rebounds,
I
7
think we're just
assists.
here, we're trying to hoop, and you know, they picked us dead last. And so I think that everyone kind of took that. Really
They picked them
personally.
last?
So,
Damn,
we
that's
just tried
crazy.
to be really consistent, and you know, everyone is just like here to play defense and do the best thing for the team. Sometimes it's your night, sometimes it's not your night, but like I said, it's just a great group, and we had a ton of fun.
Last one for you, T. Cloud knocking down back-to-back threes down the stretch. What do you like from your other PG?
I know, at that last
big
possession, she
kids.
waved me off. I said, yes, ma'am. Over there in the wing. No, but I was just super proud of her. You know, it's really hard in a basketball game to get into foul trouble, kind of be out of rhythm. It takes a very mental, tough person to come in and be able to, you know, capitalize at the end of the game. So, good job, Kat.
Good job, Kat. Ghost gang. Ghost gang. Okay, y'all ready? On the count of 3, Ghost gang.
1, 2, 3.
Ghost gang.
We got Dana Evans singing. That is hilarious. All right, y'all. That's it for me. Thanks for everyone who tuned in tonight. Appreciate you guys tremendously. I'll try and be back on Monday for the end of the week. 6 games. But then Wednesday, I definitely will try and get some of those one-on-one tournament games in. But we'll see how that all pans out. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. I'll catch y'all in the next one. It's Jay Jordan. Appreciate all the subs, the likes, everything, the super stickers. Appreciate you guys tremendously. Join the Discord. I'll be in there. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Salute.